First of all, I'm Glenn.
I'm Xander.
And together we are Fun King 3D, and this is actually the second time we're doing this, and hopefully the last time we have to, because I set up through YouTube a little differently than I normally do, and when we hit the go live button, we didn't go live. So we were talking to nobody. So hopefully at this point, you can see us and hear us, and I don't know. So we're still waiting to see if we...
Okay, we're live, I think.
If we come on. Okay, we can see ourselves, so it must be working. Oh, all this modern technology, I just can't handle it. So, Zach, you can come over and say hello to everybody. We are actually legitimately alive now.
Hi.
So all the people are over there in that window. You don't get to see them though. They're just text.
Hi.
So, all right, go play.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. So I guess now we'll get down to business, because the first time was just a good practice. We were actually pretty excited to go live like 2 minutes early. We were like, hey, let's just do it. You know, we're normally late. Everybody's normally late, but we were
But now we're 2 minutes late.
We were gonna be 2 minutes early, and it didn't work because well, I don't know. I normally just do it as a regular live event, or as a regular live feed. This time I scheduled as an event, and I didn't realize that you had to go into the control panel and click a preview button and then click a go live button. And yeah, I just can't handle technology. I'm just not a technology guy.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
real quick, we got lots of people in here tonight.
Oh
We
man,
got,
the kid Harley's in here.
Oh, Harley's here. Sholm's here. Venus Cook. John is here. Thank you, John, for that raid. I enjoyed raiding myself.
Justin.
Justin's in here. Mike's in here. And Thomas was in here. I don't know if he still is, but I did see him a bit ago.
Like, he was like the first chat other than us.
And of course, we got Joshua and Noah.
Noah and Joshua.
See how I did that? Because Noah always gets to go first. Not this time. So,
Oh!
now it's JN instead of NJ.
It's me, Xander. Who's me?
It's me, Xander. Oh, wait, that's Mario. It's me, Mario. So,
Who is me?
well, they may not want to say who it is over the air, you know, for security reasons. All right, so tonight's chat, like I said in, or live stream, like I said in Twitter, is going to be me working on the A8 to AM8 conversion, and Xander's going to read the chat and watch only for questions about him, and never ask me any questions, because that's what he likes to do. So every once in a while, I have to look over at the chat too. Cold Atkin is here.
Yay.
So obviously we look at you there, we see ourselves down here, and the chat's over here. So there's going to be a lot of this. Oh, it's the other Xander.
Okay.
So, brother Chris is here. How are you, Chris? All right, guys. So, I don't know. We'll just chit chat, throw whatever you want at us in the chat, and I'm gonna putter around on this thing for a little bit. I do want to say though that I'm thinking, and you guys can tell me if this is a good idea, a bad idea, or a terrible idea, but I am thinking about doing a Google Hangout with any of our Patreon supporters. So. So if you have a webcam, you'll be able to actually come in. If you don't have a webcam, you can come in and talk. You only have an icon instead of it being you. But we're thinking about scheduling a night where we can all the Patreon supporters get together and actually just kind of have a face-to-face with everybody. I thought that would be kind of cool.
Yeah. What's your favorite subject, Matt?
His favorite subject is when it's time to go home from school.
Yeah. Lunch.
Oh.
Lunch.
I turned my head so I don't cough in the mic, but the mic came with me, and I didn't even think about that.
My favorite subject is lunch.
That's a good subject. That was always my favorite, too.
That is a good subject.
It's hot in here tonight. I might have to turn the fan on.
Yeah.
I thought LED bulbs were supposed to be a lot less heat producing, but it is terribly hot in here. If anybody watched this week's Xander's Thing Thursday, you'll notice that it was a little bit odd because it didn't have Xander in it. It was only myself and Zach. And in that video, I did put a little blurb up that I had a stiff neck. I don't know what I did to my neck. I woke up with it bad, and it's bad. So you'll see me, turn my whole body to look at Xander because I only have a certain range of motion still.
Xander, what is your favorite food? I don't know.
Oh, I can tell you many of his not favorite foods, though.
Not, yes.
Pretty much everything that we have for dinner. So, I guess I'm going to go ahead and give a big shout out to Joel tonight, too. I'm sure all of you guys have heard at this point that Joel quit his job, which is mind-blowing.
Okay. Yeah.
Mad props to him for being able to do that. I was actually surprised that he has been able to maintain the schedule that he has up until this point. So awesome. We're excited. So big congratulations to Joel. He probably won't watch this, even though he now has a little bit more free time. But so yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about Joel going full time now? I did actually notice, and I didn't keep track of it all day, but within the first hour, his Patreon total increased by like $300. So
No way.
that's just awesome. That's the community reaching out and supporting him.
Xander, will you ever go skydiving? Nope. Nope. Nope.
I really didn't mean for you to only read the questions about yourself.
Okay.
I need to know what's going on in there when I ask questions, and the more that the questions could be about 3D printing or
Heck yeah, way to go, Joel, says Chris Riley. What are you printing with the hang printer?
I don't. Oh, you must be asking Chris. I don't, because I don't have a hang printer, but I'm pretty
Wonder
sure Chris
what
does.
Joel would be like once he has a chance to sleep.
Justin, we have not yet reached the 4,000 hour mark, but we are, what did I say, 50,000.
I'm not sure.
50,000 minutes away. We're right about 50,000 minutes. So, which sounds really scary, but since they made that announcement, we picked up almost 40,000 watch minutes. So, because of all of you guys, I mean, if you keep doing what you're doing, we're going to get there. So, I guess we have to keep doing what we're doing for you guys to keep doing what you're doing. So, it's a team effort, but you guys have no idea how much we appreciate it. Again, this isn't about money to us, but the money's nice and the money helps. But I mean, we're going to keep on doing anyway. I mean, regardless of what happens as far as the monetization, even if it goes away, we're going to keep on.
I support his decision and look forward to more great content. Yes, now he has time to G-Max my rocket.
Well, it's funny. It was in the high five, the after five video today. He was talking about Matter Hackers build series filament, which I do want to give Matter Hackers a shout out. I'll give them a quick one now. That it's awesome that they brought the price down on the build series PLA. It's going to open it up to a lot more people. But I'll give another shout out to him later when we're talking about Maker Faire. But he leaned back and he said, "Oh yeah, over there in my office, I'm printing with it right now. Spaceships. That's all I'm going to say. Spaceships." So I don't know. It could be your rocket. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Ooh.
John said I watched a bunch of your videos the other day. Yeah, John, I've had your channel streaming in the background. I do it for about 24 hours and then I give it a 24-hour rest so that it doesn't seem real obvious. Which, speaking of, I should have gone into my office computer tonight and turned this on. I hate cable management, just for the record.
Yeah.
That is the worst. I don't know if I remember how to put this back together. It's been apart for so long.
Somewhere down the line, it might be the end of the year afterwards. so much during these models. We're going to do a full-size prop versions of them all.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Helps to pay for the filament. I watched a bunch of your videos. Oh, it does help to pay for the filament.
Ryan.
Can't wait to. Oh, hey, Ryan. Hey, Glenn just posted a new video. I am playing Maker Muse's theme songs. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. You better not be doing that without permission. He'll come get you. Yeah, he paid to have those made.
By the way, Glenn, your head is really shiny. It looks cool.
Yeah, my head is very shiny.
Not from this angle.
Yeah. Here, let me give you guys. Being that you guys are so awesome and you're like my favorite people, I'm going to give you a behind-the-scenes look of. Let me take my notes down over here so you don't see what I. Those are Xander's cheat sheets from his.
No, I don't know what you're
Xander's
talking
Thursday.
about.
So this is what I see. So we have these 3 big lights, and then we have those 3 track lights on us, and then there's actually a light back here behind the computer, which the computer's not normally in front of us, so that lights up our chins. And then there's, I don't know if you guys can read that, but that sign actually has a smiley face and says Booger Eater. And you'll actually hear me refer once in a while in the video. I'll say to Xander, look at Booger Eater. So it was a way to get him to look at the camera and laugh at the same time. But he's gotten used to it now. I have to call it like the poop monster or something next.
What?
Diffusers. Yeah, they have diffusers on them. It's called wax paper.
It is so good to see.
I know it needs to be soft. Now, I want to get some soft boxes, but, you know, again, it's back to that money thing.
It is so good to see all these 3D printing channels together in one place.
What? You come to see yourself again? Say hi to all the people and then go play. All right. Lights among lights. Very nice. Well, you got to get it from all angles, otherwise you end up with shadows and dark spots. And, you know, it's not easy to make this look good. I'll let you know how it goes when I finally figure out how to do it. Yeah, John, I actually looked into building my own softboxes, but you can buy them for about $20.
What is a softbox?
It's that thing that photographers have. Sometimes it looks like an umbrella that the light shoots into, and some of them are like a box with a lens over them.
Okay.
So. Are we all caught up? Everything's good?
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
I think we're good.
So, and then I guess the next big question is, how is everybody tonight? I hope everybody is well and that nobody is fighting this flu. I don't know if any of you guys out there are praying people, but I've been praying every night for anybody with that flu to get better, because it's not a good one. It's not a good one at all.
Well, I gotta go. Nice stopping by school. Oh my god. Bye, Ryan.
School. You have school tomorrow?
No, I'm thinking he has like homework or something.
Oh. All right. Well, thanks, Ryan. Thanks for popping in, buddy.
Bye.
I have a 7-foot umbrella for filming. Like a beach umbrella? That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to go walking across all the way over here, and you guys can still hear me.
By the way, Maker's Muse has tolerance gods for 1 for free. Now has version 2. Ooh. Oh, and by the way, hello, Rover.
Hello, Rover. Just woke up from a nap. That's what I probably should have done. Listen, guys, we love doing these live feeds, but we can't be here until like 1 o'clock in the morning and stuff. Xander can't handle the late nights. So, should we tell them?
About what?
About you.
No.
All right, well, they're going to figure it out.
No, I have homework and I have 4-hour test tomorrow. What?
Ooh, that sounds terrible. Well,
What
good
is
luck,
it?
buddy.
What is it?
I'll keep you in my thoughts.
What is it?
A 4-hour test.
What is a 4-hour test?
A test that lasts 4 hours?
Why?
That I don't know. Maybe he's going in the Army.
I had the flu 3 weeks ago. No fun.
Flumageddon. Yeah. it's not really a secret, and probably most of you in here know that I am very introverted, and I don't like to go out into public, and so I kind of avoid people. I'm not like an agoraphobic or anything, but I just don't like going into public. But I've done a pretty good job of avoiding the bugs this year. Knock on wood, I haven't been sick yet.
Ryan, I thought you had to do homework.
Don't give him a hard time.
I know, I'm just kidding. Hello, Skewed View 3D.
This project has been dragging on for so long that I don't know where a lot of the parts are for it.
Rover, have you won any contests yet? And then Rover says, not this week. And then Justin says, this week, how about last year?
No, Justin won them all last year.
Yeah, and Rover just said, Justin, some I've won. So he's won some of them. Yay.
Let's have a talk about cable chains. Is that a weird topic? If you spend any time in the ANET group on Facebook, anytime somebody mentions cable chains, there's a couple of people that chime in and just freak out over cable chains and how it'll pinch the wires and score the wires. I had cable chains on here before and I didn't have any problem. And
now it's a good fidgety device.
no, not those ones. You want to fidget with the old ones.
Where are the old ones?
Here's the old ones.
I don't know. Yay.
So I don't know. I mean, they look cool. I've always thought cable chains look cool.
I have a headband.
To me, they worked well. I mean, some people say that they put more load on your extruder, but I can show you prints that came off of this thing that are perfect. Well, I say that. They're not really perfect, but
It's so perfect.
it's not like if I took the cable chains off, they'd be better, so. So Cole Lincoln said, never had a problem with cable chain. Well, you know, and it's crazy. I mean, you look at some of these high-end CNC mills and all this industrial machinery, and they have cable chains. So, and I found this design, and I'll try to remember to link it down in the description, but let's pop over to the detail camera just for a second here. These ones actually have this little piece that comes out of there so that you don't have to feed the wires through. And amazingly, the way that it's designed, once you put it on there, it doesn't, like, you can't just pull it off. I mean, I suppose if you pulled hard enough, you'd break it, but, and then if you just hook it, it's ever so gently to get it off of there and to put it back on, but it grabs really well. Really great design. So.
All right, now I'm going. LOL. Have a great rest of your night, and I hope I talk to you soon. Bye. Bye, Ryan.
Good night, Ryan. Good luck on your test, buddy. Rover, you'll be removing your cable chains. Care to elaborate?
Like,
No, they help hold wires in place.
he's not wrong.
Yeah, I just think that it's a really easy cable management. You don't have to tie them up to anything. On this particular setup, and let's see if I can get this in where you guys can see it out of the chat window. It comes from the extruder, the I don't know, the extruder body, I guess, and it hooks around and it comes up to a bracket that goes on the X motor. And I think it's just better than having that chunk of cable. And I've never done like to the bed or anything, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna do it. I don't.
Hey Xander, are you learning 3D modeling? If so, which software? Yes, I am. I use Tinkercad, but I'm supposed to be learning Fusion 360.
Yes, he's supposed to be.
And I'm also like using Scratch for coding and stuff right now. I just started it today and it's really cool. That's off the question, but I just wanted to put that in there. What you doing?
Well, I have bins and bins and bins of parts for this particular project. If any of you guys out there ever considered doing this project,
I'm done fidgeting.
I would I would not advise against it. It's a good frame. But what I would tell you is do not buy your T-nuts from overseas because they've been garbage. I just found one earlier tonight that that wasn't locked in properly because it wouldn't. What were you clicking on?
It was a review thing and it said, "What's up?" Oh,
because it was Nightbot doesn't like when you put too many of the same character in a row. You look like a spammer.
Well, hello, 3D printing llama.
So does that mean, well, Xander is supposed to be designing his own. Well, he wasn't supposed to design his own. I think that would be going a little far, but he was supposed to print his own.
What?
I'm gonna tell on you.
No.
I'm gonna tell on you.
No, you're not allowed to.
Well, then tell on yourself.
Why would I want to tell on myself? That's not fair.
So that the people know.
They'll find out eventually.
No, that's not the way to do it.
Yes, it is now.
What is the plan for today's live stream? I'm gonna try to complete. Oh, I probably won't complete it, but I'm going to work on completing the AM8 upgrade. Because I'm tired of not having this printer running. I love this printer, and this printer's done well. Oh, that's a good shot of my butt that's up there right now. Sorry, you guys will hear that statement in 15 seconds. I really hate the delay. But yeah, I'm hoping to at least get this thing closer. How long did it take to get to you? Oh, okay, that's not tell us. One thing. I need all 4 springs for bed leveling. Well, technically, you only need 3 springs for bed leveling. But
do the drone, Xander. Okay.
Do the drone.
I gotta find the pieces on Thingiverse so I can print them.
So you're really not gonna tell everybody?
No, you're not allowed to.
I'm gonna tell people.
No, you're not allowed to.
They said no.
No.
Please go away.
Because what if I change my mind?
Well, I don't know if you're allowed to.
How am I not allowed to? It's a free country.
All right, let's do this.
No.
Yeah. Let's do this.
No.
They deserve to know.
No.
And right now they're all going, what? Just get it out.
Because then it'll be on the internet forever.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. Xander is...
No.
Xander's tired of doing Thing Thursday.
I know. Dislike every video now. Goodbye.
There's a dislike on every video anyway. He's just kind of getting burnt out. He's done it for, I was going to say 24 weeks, but he really did it for 23 weeks, which is a pretty good run for an 11-year-old, I think. But so, and he didn't want anybody to know, but I think everybody's going to figure it out when come next Thursday there isn't anybody.
I'm glad it covers the number of like dislikes.
Oh,
because
thanks for saying that. I need to like our own video.
Oh, thank God, it's not no dislikes. Oh, thank God. That helped a lot.
So anyway, what the reason that I wanted to bring that out to you guys was, one, if enough of you guys really love Xander's Thing Thursday, and not just for the theme song, because you can play the theme song anytime you want.
You can?
I mean, they can just go back and watch old videos. I mean, if it's something that you guys really want to see him continue doing, some encouragement would be awesome. He made the comment to us the other night. I'm going to just put all of our dirty laundry right out there on the internet. He made the comment to me the other night that he sucks, that he feels that he sucks, or that he thinks that I think he sucks. Something like that. Which is crazy because I think he does a pretty decent job for an 11-year-old. It's not great. It's only decent.
While you yell at me from across the room for not saying pliers right.
Oh, I forgot.
Pillars.
About that. Pillars, piles. Oh yeah, that was a great
Pilers.
Episode. I could probably make like 10 more episodes just in the blooper reel that I have. So
there we go. We have content.
Yay, content. But no, seriously, guys, he's burnt out. So I mean, if you have
Maybe I can do the coding.
If you have, so do it once a month then. All right, so 2 people once a month. Sholem said it'd be a shame to see you give it up. I agree.
Can I do the coding?
Nobody wants to watch you code, and that's
Why?
not what this channel's about.
Oh, you did the octoprint?
That's because that ties into 3D printing.
I don't care.
I shouldn't have to explain that to you. Can I tell him what else you said about 3D printing?
No.
He said 3D printing is stinky, and anybody that does it is stinky too.
What? No.
Oh, that's what I heard.
No, I did not say that. I did not say that.
So I don't want to see Xander give it up, but I also don't want to see him miserable. I'm going to be just totally candid with you guys, because when I say I love you guys, I mean it. You guys are like family to me. It's been a fight for a while to get him to do it, and he's very hard on himself when he makes a mistake. He pretty much has a mental breakdown, and I don't want that. I don't want that from my kid. So I didn't. I pushed him to stay with it for a little while. I kind of backed off of him and told him he had to put on his big boy pants and make the decision. And then tonight he didn't want to tell you about it.
Exactly.
I have a slight stink about me, so that is an accurate assessment.
What?
John said I have a slight stink about me, so that's accurate.
Let Xander try something new on it. Yeah, Dad.
No, I'm not opposed to him trying something new, and I've actually opened that up to him.
Let me do the coding.
Well, they said so. Let Xander have a coding channel, which he wants to have a gaming YouTube channel, but he was my weekly guaranteed content. It was a video that it was a 2.5 minute video that we could shoot, easily in 3 or 4 hours, and then another couple more hours of video editing. It's very hard to work with children. But he was kind of a guaranteed weekly content, and people seem to have enjoyed it, and that's kind of why I wanted him to stick with it. So I mean, if you guys have suggestions, that'd be awesome.
Let's do a poll on Twitter.
I offered to do that, and you said no.
No.
You're like, don't give it to Twitter. Don't let Twitter pick my life.
No. This is how we're gonna do it.
He's like, those stinky 3D printing people will want to control me.
Actually, no, I don't want to do a poll on Twitter. That's a terrible idea. Because you guys would go against me. That's not
subscribe to us. Noah or Joshua, or Noah and Joshua. I'm not sure who's behind that.
Joshua and Noah.
Try to post a link, or try to post a link to your channel and see if it goes through. Listen, guys, if you guys have a YouTube channel and you're not commercial, please feel free to post links to your channel. If you are commercial, like if it's 3, I don't know, run it by me and we'll figure it out. I don't want like companies coming in, but I mean, if it's anybody that's in the chat now, that's cool. I don't mind. So.
Hello, Thomas. Some days I don't feel like making the videos. I totally get it. I think if he takes some time off, he will want to come back at some point. Just wait until he sees how famous he is at Murph. I'll miss the goofy jokes at the end. Who's the adult here? Me. I tell everyone about NJ Printing's calipers videos.
All right, hang on. Let's go back to that. Who's the adult here?
What?
Well, because that's actually a hard question to answer, because I'm kind of like a kid.
Wait. One more. Terrence King said, pay him per video like an allowance. I like that idea.
Oh, you do, huh?
Yes, I like that idea.
All right, so to answer the question of who's the adult here, obviously by age, I am the adult here. But...
by mental age?
Well, I wasn't even going to go there, but Fun King 3D belongs to both of us. And I've always said that it's an even partnership. It belongs to him as much as it belongs to me.
And now you're saying I'm 25%.
Oh, I don't even know if I'm going to give you 25%. But now he doesn't pull his weight.
Exactly!
So that kind of changed that. Now, as far as paying you per video, I might consider that.
How much?
I don't know. Depends on how hard you're willing to work. Sorry that I have to keep getting up and moving around, but I didn't have everything ready for this project, so.
Okay.
I'm 12 going on 50. I laugh at fart jokes. Fart jokes are good, but people falling down is even funnier.
Oh, yeah.
So let me tell you, we had a really great time with the poop emoji Xander's thing Thursday. I'm sure that you guys have all seen it. In fact, I think we had this. Didn't we have this for our last live feed down here on the table?
Yep.
We literally could have had 20 minutes of nothing but poop jokes. It was hysterical.
That got Xander's attention. Yeah.
What, the money?
Yeah.
What do you classify adult as?
An overaged kid.
Inside the Mind of Matt is here. Hi guys, how are we doing? We're doing good, Matt. Welcome. Thanks for being here.
What I'm hearing is Xander wants his own offset trailer in a large bowl of only yellow M&Ms. Think the fame is turning into... No, I won't take the yellow bowl only filled with yellow M&Ms.
That's a rock star thing. Rock stars and movie stars are like, I want a bowl of M&Ms, but only the brown ones.
No, I want only the red ones.
No, talking about the fame and the people recognizing him and stuff. When we went to Maker Faire, New York, he kept saying, "Oh, I can't wait till people come up and want selfies with me." And I'm like, nobody's gonna want a selfie with you. Oh yeah, people are gonna come up and they're gonna ask me for selfies. I'm like, you're nuts. And I don't think we were 20 feet into the property, and we hear "Fun King," and then somebody came. Well, the meetup the night before, or Thursday night too. But
Repcord was the first one.
Yeah, but I mean, people legitimately recognized us, and it blew my mind. I just, there's just no way. I mean, little old us. I mean, that was back when we only had like
200.
Yeah, we hadn't even hit 300 subscribers yet. So, are you gonna keep playing with that? I told you not to play with that one, to play with the old one. You're gonna wear it out before I even put it on the printer. All right, come on, catch up with chat.
Oh, no.
I recognize you guys. Yeah, that's right. John did recognize us.
Wait, he was there?
Yeah, he was the one with the big maker coin for everybody to sign that we didn't get to.
Oh, yeah.
We were gonna
again.
sign it right as Joel walked up, and then all attention shifted to Joel.
Red M&Ms were banned when I was a kid. What?
Was it the red ones, Chris? I thought it was blue.
Huh?
Yeah, it was one or the other. Something to do with the dye they were using to make them. It was like poisonous or something.
What?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a big thing back then. I don't know how old of a guy you are, Chris, but I mean,
Harley got to go.
You gotta be what, 40, 50 years old? No, I'm just kidding.
Harley got to go.
Harley's gotta go?
Harley got to go.
Well, thanks for stopping in, Harley.
Bye, Harley. Bye.
We should figure out a night to have you come by and you can be on one of these streams with us.
Yeah. Bye. Have a good time. Have you done more? Oh. Wait.
Yes, I feel so bad. So bring it to Murph. You are coming to Murph, aren't you, Joe?
Noah Rubin said, "Have you done more research on Miami Maker Faire?" Oh.
Actually, I think we might be there. Actually, so that weekend, it's the weekend of the 7th and 8th, and that is actually Zach's birthday weekend. You need help?
No, I got it. I'm pretty sure Noah Rubin is Noah from...
I was just trying to make sure you didn't
Noah
break it.
from NJ Printing, because of the logo.
Oh yeah, that's a good deduction you made there. So Zach loves to stay in hotels, and so we told him for his birthday that we could go and stay at a hotel. So we might we might be making it to the Miami Maker Faire. Just as an attendee, though, not as an exhibitor.
Yeah, we're not gonna go around standing like a statue at a museum now.
I don't even know what that means.
No, we're not gonna be the statue. We're not gonna be Benjamin Franklin.
I really have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm taking your seat. No.
John will be there for sure at Murph. Sweet. So bring that coin to Murph and I'll sign it. I say that like, no problem, just bring it.
If he gets to sign it, I'll sign it.
I'll have to practice drawing the Fun King because I kind of suck at it.
You do suck at it.
Wow. First you call all 3D printing people smelly and then
No,
you say
I don't. I did not call them smelly.
Making maker coins for Murph. Design almost done. Sweet.
I'm sorry, I closed it out right as you were saying.
What, did I hear something. Miami? Show them, yes. Miami Maker Faire is April 7th and 8th.
Harley said, I'm sorry, I closed it right out when you were saying something to me.
Oh, Harley, I said, thanks for coming by, and maybe we should work it out one night where you can come over while we're doing one of these live streams and be on it with us. So, but show them, yeah. So there's obviously Gainesville this month, and then Murph at the end of next month, and then Miami Maker Faire in April, and then Bay Area Maker Faire in May. So Fun King's busy.
Are you going statue on the 24th then, Xander?
Yes, he's going to stand there perfectly still.
Is that for Gainesville?
Gainesville, yes.
You're going to have to pay me a whole bunch.
I'm not paying you nothing. I'll leave you at home.
What?
What?
What? I have coins from Murph. Thomas said, also Fun King 3D, I'm sending you a letter.
From Thomas?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Chris Raleigh.
I gotta show this off.
Chris Raleigh asked, "What size T-shirt are you using, Xander? I will bring you a present." I don't know.
He's a youth large.
Yeah, youth large.
All right, so I want to show this because when Thomas sent us our last box, our last mail, this was in there, and he hand drew that on there. And we also found this. I don't know if that's going to show up on the camera because of the because of the white balance.
Yeah.
There. Why are you reading this? So he had packaged everything up with a bunch of crumpled paper, and Xander was actually looking through the crumpled paper and found that.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure why Xander was looking through the crumpled paper.
No, I don't remember why.
You don't remember why?
No, I don't.
He's always afraid that he's going to miss something out of there.
Should we make a maker coin?
Oh, you still have that? Yes, I still have that, Thomas. Dude, that was awesome. I mean, that box was really cool to me. I wasn't gonna toss that.
Yes, NJ Printing. You should make a maker coin, and you have to make it really make. What am I trying to say?
I don't know. You're not reading out loud to me, so
you should make it like really as cool as possible.
What?
NJ Printing. They asked if they should make a maker coin.
Yeah. All makers have to have a maker coin of some type, but don't. See, how do I phrase this? Like, don't force it. Like, don't just sit down and go, I'm going to make a maker coin, because it'll turn out
terrible.
I guess that's not necessarily true. It could turn out awesome, but just let free-flowing thoughts about it for a while, and all of a sudden something will pop into your head, and you'll be like, yes, that's it. When I came up with the one for Fun King, I was going to try to print just the Fun King's head, but that's not really an easy print to do. And so then I came up with the idea of, a shield or something medieval, and then it ended up being the shape of my family crest. So
Because he's 11, that's why.
What?
Way. 3D printing lava says because he's 11, that's way. What?
Well, that's why. What did we miss? What did we miss? Xander, your words will be twisted, taken out of context, etc. That might be the part where you said everybody was stinky. What features in a 3D printer are you looking forward to? Any features you wish someone would include? Better auto bed leveling, or actual auto bed leveling, instead of just auto bed compensation.
That means
I'm kind of hoping Mario pops in tonight because I have a robo question.
that means that and it was the "Are you reading this one?" #typo.
Oh yeah, I saved. I'm actually trying to. I'm probably going to end up cutting the lid off of that box, but I want to put that in a frame. With your 3D print, I want to have that together and put it up on the shelf of fame.
Shelf of
See, this is the shelf of fame, and that one's the shelf of shame. What are you doing?
necking you.
You have a rather high live latency of 33 seconds. Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Why he was rummaging through the crumpled paper. He's 11. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Look, he was looking for candy.
Looking for some candy.
Yeah, I'm sorry if the latency is bad on this stream. I'm doing this off of my laptop. Ever since we moved now, I can't reach my regular computer. Should I give him? Let me give you a quick view of that.
What?
I don't want you to stare at it too long because I don't want you to be overly impressed. But
overly impressed? What you talking about?
that's my computer.
Oh, you're talking about the computer.
So it's actually more than one, but so.
Eat my computer.
That rack has my machine on it, which feeds over to my desk. But now that we're over here, I can't reach it anymore, so we have to build a new computer for over here, which is something that's on our wish list. So, and all of you guys being here tonight is actually helping to pay for that. So.
Are you guys going to church tomorrow for pictures? What?
Is going to your church tomorrow for pictures. I don't know anything about that. I don't think so.
What?
I don't know.
But tomorrow's
Saturday.
Xander, did you and your brother start cleaning up the sorts? No.
Actually, we didn't.
Yeah.
I kind of like them the way they are.
Yeah.
Xander could sit here tonight and pull the supports and stuff off of them.
No.
Dude, you liked pulling the supports off that dragon. They came off pretty sweet. They did.
Yeah, but what was it that I did?
The nozzle for the robo.
Oh, that was fun. Like, I'm like, wait, how long is this going to take?
Yeah, but I sped it up.
And you stopped it, like, on some few statements.
Yes, I wanted everybody to see. I wanted everybody to see you do it.
It took, like, forever.
Nice rack.
Nice
Wow,
rack.
this is a family channel, Chris. That rack was actually a telecom rack out of, well, I won't tell you where it's out of, but it belonged to a certain communication company, and it was on property of another certain communication company, and they had X many days to get them out of there, and they didn't. And my friend worked there, and he said, I need you to come visit me at work and bring the truck, and gave that to me. And I sanded it all down. It was lucent blue, I'll tell you that. And I sanded it all down, and I sprayed it red because I thought that'd be cool. And I brought it up here and bolted it to the floor and went to put the first device in it, and it was a 22-inch rack, not a 19-inch rack. So I actually ended up cutting, three? I guess that'd be 3 inches. I cut 3 inches out of the top, bottom, welded it back together, ground it, finished it, and repainted it. You can't even tell that I ever made it smaller. So.
Angelica told me and Mom that the church Your church.
Your church is doing free pictures. I have no idea, Harley. I really don't, which is weird, but then again, I don't really talk to people outside the house unless they're behind the camera. So.
Well, now I'm jealous. Usually people are jealous of my computer that I built. Now you got me thinking I might need to build another one.
When I designed the house, I knew that I didn't want my computer near me because I didn't want fan noise and to mess with all of that. So I made it perfectly where that I have just that little wall between my desk and all the cables come down and they come through a pass through in the wall and up to my monitors and whatever. And then I have a USB CD-ROM drive on my desk in case I do have to read CD media. But yeah, it's really nice at being around the corner. The only time that it's kind of a pain is if I end up having to reset it, I have to get up and walk around the corner. I have to actually get up.
Hello, Zachary. How do you say that name?
Zakaria?
Zakaria.
Is it Zakaria? Did I get that right?
Okay, hello, Zakaria.
I'm bad with names and I'm really bad with pronunciation, so I'm going to go with that and hopefully that was right and you can correct me.
Also, in my letter, I'm including a custom Arduino Make sticker in an envelope so you can send me one.
Sweet.
Ooh.
What?
Do you have refills?
I always have refills. I can't do this without liquid. I'll choke and cough to death.
And he did.
Intel and NVIDIA fanboy here. I kind of fall into that same category, Thomas. I'm not a fan of NVIDIA's current prices, though. That is ridiculous. Then re-extend cables. Are you talking about to the computer? Because I've considered that, but it would be really hard. I use that computer for my job. Again, I know I've said this a bazillion times, but I work from home. So I have to be very careful what I do to that computer because I need it. So no love for the Ryzen. I've actually personally never been an AMD fan. And that kind of happened way back. I don't know if you guys know this, but back in the 486 and 386 days, AMD used to actually make Intel's processors. They made them to Intel spec, but they were the maker. And then they said, "Oh, we could just do this for ourselves," and AMD started to produce their own processors. So at that point, I kind of just fell away from them and went Intel. But I've always been an Intel partner.
I'm now going to help.
Being that I've been a computer guy my whole life, I've just always been an Intel partner. So, so yeah, I kind of stuck with Intel. Rover. Yeah, it would take, I'm probably, well, let's see, my carpet squares are 2 feet, so 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm probably 10 feet from the back of that machine from the edge of my table. So I'd have to have like 15 foot cables for all of that. So, and then I'd be plugging and unplugging stuff so I can do my regular, because I'd have to have monitors over here and it would just be too hard. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually build myself a new computer, which will handle like the editing and stuff better. Plus it'll handle my work stuff better. I do a lot of CAD work.
Bye, Thomas.
So I'll build a new computer over there and I'll move all those guts over to here. So Thomas is leaving?
Yeah.
Good night, Thomas.
Hey guys, what X carriage are you using on the AM8?
It would be, I have to think. I'm assuming you're talking about these guys out here. You're not talking about the extruder carriage, right? You're talking about, I can never remember what these are called. Clarify and I'll answer that question. Do you guys know if we could get Simplify 3D for free as makers? I don't think Simplify 3D gives their software to their employees for free. So there is not an option to get it as a maker. At least not legitimately. King 3D, do you remember the Cerix chill? I do.
I don't.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about that in a long time, but yeah, I do remember that. Ricardo says, I've been AMD since 1999. Well, I've been Intel since 1990.
You old.
Yeah, my first PC was a 486. I splurged and went for the DX33, and it had the Mathco processor built right into it. Ooh, 33 megahertz.
The
Look out.
extruder carriage.
The extruder carriage. That is actually the factory one. That is the factory AM8 metal. The metal, I don't know, cup. My stupid plan is to eventually upgrade this thing to having a E3D V6 and a. I'm brain dead tonight. That new extruder that the Prusa has, the one with the gears that mesh. Somebody help me here.
Oh my gosh! Get rid of the cable chain and just get the automotive split cable housing. It works better. Is way easier.
No, we already covered this, but these particular cable chains, I really like them. They have these lovely little snap-on pieces that go on there that allow me to get the cables in and out. I like the way the cable chain looks. I had cable chain on here before and didn't have any problem with it.
Hello, Renaissance Tinker Dork.
Rennie!
Glenn, did you get the STL files?
Yes, I did. Did I not email? I probably didn't email you back. I had a horrible busy day today.
What STL files?
He sent us the STL files for the frame of our... God, I'm really dead tonight. Stained glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, Rennie does really cool stained glass work, and you can go and watch his videos and see him making that awesome Fun King 3D stained glass. Coolest stained glass ever. Come on, you got to read faster. My first PC was a self-built 386S. Okay, that is definitely a little bit older than I had. Mine was self-built, but it wasn't a 386.
BRB got a race like a horse. LOL.
What might we build for our high school? That's what we built. Okay. You posted video of our latest design. Just posted video of our latest design. Awesome. Bondtech. There you go. Thank you, Justin. The Bondtech extruder. So a Bondtech extruder with an E3D V6 on a now $120 printer. Seems like a legitimate thing to me. Computer work started in 74, 75 Fortran, then Basic. Wow, yeah, no, okay, that's definitely before me. I started with Basic. Played with the TRS model. I played with a Tandy 1000 when I had a Commodore 128 and got to play with the neighbor's Tandy 1000, and he had a modem, and I thought that was magical. I mean, he could call another computer with his computer.
I remember my first computer was an old XT. You had to have a 5 1/4 inch or 5.5 disc floppy disk to even get it to turn on.
Well, not only that, but you had to stand on top of it and use two hands to grab that power switch to clip it. They had this huge red power switch on the side. When you click, it was like ka-thunk.
My first computer, CP/M based computer, $3,500 Japan. LOL. My first computer was an Apple II.
Apple II and Commodore 64. Yeah, my parents splurged and got me the 128. So, yeah, with the dual, I had dual floppies. I didn't have the tape deck. I had the floppies.
I feel bad for Canadians because you said they have floppy heads.
Yeah, it's from We Beady Eyes and Floppy Heads. That's from South Park. 5 1/4 floppy. I actually still have. It's a compact portable, and it's like about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 feet by probably over a foot thick, and it's heavy. It's like 40 pounds. And you set it down, and the keyboard flips down off of it. And it's got a little 6-inch green screen and dual 5 1/4 floppies, and it runs currently DOS 3.0. So
Skewed View 3D is back. Hello, Mark Rink.
Back, phew, feel much better. Hello, Nightbot. Bulletin boards. Oh God, BBS systems. I actually ran a BBS for a while. I had to work. I had to work late nights and stuff to earn extra money to be able to afford the additional phone line into my house, so that I could have a line dial in for it, and the girl I was living with at the time could still, I don't know, call her boyfriend or something.
What?
Ah, it's a long story, one that you don't need to hear.
Thank God. It's probably something I don't want to hear too.
56K rocking speed. I started with a 2400. And in fact, I can remember I had a 2400 baud modem, and a friend of mine got a 14.4, and he had brought his computer over to the house, and I was loading stuff, waiting for pictures to come in, like. And he's like, "Oh, I got to show you this." And he dialed in, and it was like, and I'm like, "Show off."
Show off, yeah.
Yeah, those are.
I'm a wizard, Harry.
I'm a wizard, Harry. Well, don't poke your eye out with that.
Abracadabra. I will make my eye disappear.
Oh, yeah. I remember my first dot matrix printer, too. Those things were so noisy, and they were so expensive. In fact, the one I had, it was an Oki Data, but it was color. And you had to take the black cartridge out and put the color cartridge in, and it was a one-time use. So, like, you could roll the thing back and read everything that had been printed, but it was 3 colors, and it would use, like, say if you were printing a bunch of red, it would print red, and then it would skip blue and yellow, and then print red and skip blue and yellow. So, like, it was so wasteful. It was so wasteful.
You spit on me when
I'm
you
sorry.
started talking.
When I said talking?
You're like,
I've been waiting all night to spit on you. Unluggable. Yeah, maybe that's what it was called. You might be right, Logan. So I actually, it has the original bag. I used to have 2. I don't know whatever happened to the other one, but the lady I worked with gave it to me. She said she knew I would appreciate it, and that was over 20 years ago. So. This is my dreamy sequence.
Like a typewriter. Ask Xander if he knows what a type. Yeah, I know what a typewriter is. I'm not that young.
Right, yeah, because a couple years ago they had those. I showed him last night at the school what a beeper was. They have a cabinet of like old technology, and there was a beeper in there, and I'm like, do you know what that was? No. And it was one of the small beepers too, not like the huge big old ones, like the Motorola. So. Beeper. Yeah, can you stop doing that? I'm sure that's resonating through the...
Clint, I'm printing the sides now. I was going to share the link to the pics on the top and bottom of the frames, but I can't.
What is that? What did I miss?
Clint, I'm printing the sides now. I was going to share the link to the pics of the top and bottom of the frames, but I can't.
Oh, will it not let you post links? It doesn't seem. It must be YouTube that's catching that.
Does he have to be mod?
Bag phone time. I still have a bag phone.
You still have a bag phone?
Yeah, well, I don't use it.
What is a bag phone?
It's a cell phone that was actually in a bag. The battery was so big for the thing, you had to carry it around in a bag. My original cell phone was a brick.
What?
Brick phone.
Oh, like those really big ones you can barely fit in your pockets? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can fit it in your pocket at all.
Hand kids.
I'm not really sure.
Hand kids a rotary phone. Watch fun begin. What does that mean?
The rotary phone. That's the kind that had the thing, and you put your finger in it.
Oh,
you let off and it goes.
I have no clue how that works.
If you had friends that had 0 in their phone number, you just didn't call them.
Yeah, I was always thinking.
And if they had more than 1 0, you definitely didn't call them. You're like, they'll figure it out eventually.
There we go. Something Xander didn't know about.
Yeah, I had to explain to him payphones one time. Outside of our Wendy's here in town, you can see where the payphone used to be bolted. And I'm like, do you know what those holes are for? Don't touch anything in there.
Does it kill someone in China if I touch it?
No, but this all belongs to something, so don't be touching anything.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I think the reason I never put this belt on was because I didn't get screws that fit this.
Oh, okay.
Dude.
Darn it.
Well, let me see what I got. Let me see what I got in the magic bin.
It's not a biggie. I'm really proud of how well I did for my first multicolor print, and it's my 4th successful print overall. Good job. Help. Stop talking about old things from like 1874.
Why? Talking about old things is fun just because you're young.
No, they were made in like 1999.
Yeah, unfortunately, Rennie, I do my stream from a completely different computer. I don't even have, which I should tell you guys that too, because during the stream 2 weeks ago, a couple people had sent me DMs on Twitter and stuff. I don't have access to my Twitter while I'm on this side. So, I mean, I could, but I don't like to run anything more on the computer than I have to. I'm going to mute for a second because I think I'm going to sneeze. The mute button doesn't work. I guess not. It passed.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Thanks, Xander. No problem. I'm still clapping to this day.
For what? What?
He said it's not a biggie. I'm just really proud how well I did for my first multicolor print.
Oh.
And it's
Yeah, it turned out really cool. It was,
yeah.
Well, I mean, anything with the Fun King on is cool.
Yeah, a lot, seriously.
Record players are coming back in style. Yeah, I've been watching the thrift stores. I want to find a record player because I'm going to turn it into a rotary table for 3D prints. So when I shoot B-roll.
Thanks for making me yawn, Xander. No problem.
Yeah, we had to explain to Xander one time that yawns were contagious, and he was like, "No, they're not." So then we were just like faking yawning for like days to get him to do it. We're like, "Oh, it's not contagious, huh?" Can I tell everybody what you said in the car the other night?
No.
It'd be very embarrassing. I won't tell.
Good.
I'll tell you guys later.
No!
James! What's up, brother?
What's up, my dude?
Driving home from work, part 2. You shouldn't be on YouTube while you're driving home from work.
Yeah, it's like texting.
Part 1 or part 2.
It's like texting and driving.
Bad. James,
it's
we
totally
got to
safe.
get together and do another Google Hangout one night.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of fun. Maybe we'll do it on your channel this time so you get all the views.
Does he have sound this time?
What?
Does he have sound this time?
Well, I'm sure he can hear us.
Oh.
So.
No, he can't say.
I don't think anybody ever like chimed in. There's more people in here now. It says 29 watching.
No, he can't say he has floppy head.
Oh. So what I had said earlier was that I was thinking about having a Google Hangout with all of the Patreons. I don't know. Well, I know there's a couple of you in here that are Patreon supporters, but I thought about doing a Google Hangout where all of us could get together, kind of face to face and chit chat. So I guess maybe I should just send that out in a message to all the Patreon. But I guess if I tell you guys and you're like, oh, I want to do that, then you go over and support us on Patreon. But no, I just thought it would be kind of cool to be able to chit chat face to face with some of you guys. I mean, unfortunately, a lot of you guys are just names to me, and I don't like that. Now, obviously at MRF, a lot more of you guys are going to be at MRF than there was at New York Maker Faire, so we will get a chance to meet a lot more of you guys, but I still would like the chance to get to know some of you guys by face. Obviously, those of you who have a YouTube channel, I generally know what you look like because I subscribe to your channel. But
Do you have chat disabled? You are online late at night with a young person.
do you have chat disabled?
Huh?
I don't understand the question.
Does Xander print off any of his favorite gaming characters? I did,
You're a Roblox guy.
yeah, Roblox guy, and I did Minecraft tools like pickaxe and sword. My pickaxe is up here and my sword is downstairs. What's your favorite filament? AIO, robotics, PLI?
Well, yeah, I could imagine for you. I love AIO, but not anymore. No,
I'll
No,
go
I'm
get
kidding.
my pickaxe.
I love AIO robotics filament, and I love the people over at AIO. They are so generous to us, but it depends. I like PETG. I'm a big fan of the Hatchbox. So in fact, Hatchbox yellow is Fun King yellow.
So this is my pickaxe, and
Sorry about that. We both disappeared for a second.
so this is my pickaxe, and
That's nice. I can't see it.
oh, but they can hear me.
They can hear you talking about it, but
Oh, my bad.
Rover says I kind of look like Zidim. Oh, two Richards.
Well, this is
Justin
my
did the
pickaxe.
Patreon thing today. Was it today? I emailed you about that, didn't I, Justin? Didn't I send you a? Maybe I didn't. Today was really a rough day for me. So I always send out a thank you email when they come through. So if I didn't send you a thank you email for your Patreon support, Justin, my apologies, and thank you so much, and I mean that. It humbles me every time that you guys support us in any way. I mean, even when I'm looking through like the Amazon report and people have bought stuff through our Amazon links, you guys just have no idea. It humbles me and it makes me tear up. I mean, we're just average folk, and you guys just stick with us, and that's amazing to me. Mainly being that Xander said you guys stink.
I only seen you cried once, and I laughed a few times, and I don't want to see it again. Okay.
I've broken down on camera a couple of times.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay. I found this on the ground. It might be.
Oh, thank you. This goes in there. I'm old and tired.
You are old and
People
tired.
say naughty things on YouTube. Oh, you're talking about as far as them saying it in chat. A lot of the words, not all of them. Please don't test it, but I have a lot of words that are blocked in the chat. So, and Xander actually doesn't know how to read. So if people say naughty things, he doesn't know how to read it. Don't read the naughty stuff.
Bob the Builder. I can't
No, I
read.
realize that people can get by with typing whatever they want, but I think for the most part, our followers are good people.
Pretty good.
Why do belts on 3D printers have to be such a pain?
Because they want to make you mad.
People say naughty things on YouTube, not here. You answered my question during latency. Odd with description of your channel. Be calling out nonsense though. Look at their channel, Glenn. Description. You're talking about the Miling channel?
It's been silent.
Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll move on.
Yeah.
Good luck, guys. Be careful on the internet and have fun. You guys are doing great work. Thanks. We try. We try to teach. We try to learn. That's the way that it goes.
I don't try to do any of those things.
No, you just want to sit around calling 3D printing people stinky people.
No!
You're all like, "Whew, those people are
I
so
did
stinky."
not.
I don't want to do it anymore.
I did not. I'm calling my lawyer. Anyone
Good luck with that.
Anyone want to be my lawyer for very low charge?
Slightly off. Weird. Just dab vibes. No, you know, the internet's full of all kinds.
All kinds of people.
We try to be as careful as we can. And yeah, I know you guys can't see anything that I'm doing, but again, I'm not really doing this project as a how-to. I did shoot a lot of video through the building of this, but I've gone back and watched it, and it's pretty awful. Only because I had never done one of these before, and the instructions aren't the greatest. So, but I have considered buying a second A8 and doing this again.
3D printer people do stink. They smell like ABS.
Sometimes they smell like cotton candy. Burnt sugar.
What?
Some of the PLAs and stuff smell like burnt sugar.
That's nice.
It is nice.
Being sarcastic, but okay.
Oh, finally got it in there. I had to design this block for the belt. I didn't like any of the ones that were out there, and the ones that I did like didn't fit this particular, I'm going to call it an H plate. It's not anymore, but...
Did the H plate die and it's not?
No, the factory H plate is just a really bad design. So let me see if I can get a camera over here.
No, you can't get a camera.
There's so much stuff on the desk right now that let's punch up over here. So here's the belt block, and I have a couple of failed ones that I can show you a better image of it.
Now you have to look at me in the corner.
Look at you in the corner. Oh yeah, you're all tiny.
In the corner.
So this is what I came up with, and you can see that there's a spot here for the belt, and then this one crosses up and over. And this was somebody else's design. I didn't come up with the design. It was actually designed, I want to say, by Rep Champions. And I liked the layout of it, but I didn't like the way that it fit. The one that fit the belt didn't fit the plate, and the one that fit the plate didn't fit the belt. So I monkeyed around and came up with my own.
Congratulations, Skewed View 3D. You've reached 117 subs.
That's fantastic. When did you guys break 100? Dude, that's like your first big, well, I guess your first big milestone is one that's not you. You know, like it wasn't somebody that you knew or, you know, a family member or whatever. That's the first big milestone. And then 100 is a big milestone. You can actually, you can reserve your name on YouTube now.
My name. You're not allowed to have it.
I didn't say your name, their name.
But eat my name.
Thumbs up a while back. French toast.
French toast.
Yeah, 100's awesome. I remember when we hit that 100, I was begging for it. Like, I just went out and asked my friends, listen, go subscribe to my channel. Even if you don't know what I'm doing or don't care, go subscribe anyway so that I can at least reserve my name, and then you can unsubscribe afterwards.
Subscribe. You went to the nursery. Subscribe.
To the nursery?
Yeah.
Like a baby nursery or a tree nursery?
Tree.
That's a weird reference.
I don't know. The nursery for old people. I think.
Feels like that motor shaft is bent. Like it kind of pulsates because it was really smooth before I put the belt on. I have to wear that belt in a little bit. Or maybe that's a little too tight. Oh, John Doe said something not nice. It's not going to go through, John Doe. This is going to be your first and only warning that if you say something like that again, I will block you. I'm just that kind of guy. I've never blocked anybody yet, so yeah, let's not do that. Send me your list of 3D printer channels. Yeah, anybody out there, if you guys know of channels that are under 1,000, if you send them to Rover, Rover will, he's creating a list of channels that need the support, that need the help. So.
Thomas?
I think your belt may be rubbing on the edge of the pulley. It's possible. I don't necessarily have that motor adjusted in yet. And you know what? Good call. I think that you are absolutely correct, and that is exactly what's happening. I probably shouldn't have tightened that up yet. I was a little overzealous.
John Doe's at it again.
Oh, John. Okay, so let me ask you something there, John. What's your problem, buddy? I don't think that you're even remotely cute or amusing. Am I upset by you? No. But what you are doing is you are messing with my child. Not appreciated.
$300, wow.
All right, well, John's gone. And it's Mario! It's you, Mario! And I'm so glad you showed up, Mario, because I'm going to ask you a question about robo printers.
That was just the weirdest thing.
I know. I just don't want him bombarding me. He just got here, so.
Yeah.
So,
Where did you get the printer, Xander?
pick one. Which one?
You kind of gotta be specific.
No, Mario, I do want to know if you got like just something quick that you can point me towards, because I'm having a heck of a time getting that robo, the nozzle height set on it, and I've read a couple of different things on the internet, and I got to say that I feel a little bit stupid because I can't seem to figure out I can't get my Z height correct is the problem that I'm having. It's smashing the print, or it's printing too far above the bed. I just can't seem to get it dialed in. And if the answer to that is the Z offset in the slicer, which is what I'm reading, so if that's it, you can just say, yep, that's it, and I will continue to mess with that until I figure out exactly what that setting is supposed to be. If it's something completely different, please point me in the right direction. Wow, we had our first naughty person in here.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
When he said the first one, I think he was referring to this. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but it was the way he went about saying it.
Yeah.
You don't have to use the S word.
Yeah,
not
I
with
know.
a kid sitting here.
Yeah, I'm right
In
here.
fact, not with me. I don't want to hear it. All right, well, that's enough talking about him.
I think we have a dislike now. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Who cares?
I do.
No.
No. we're
And
still
even a
good.
dislike is still interaction. So, you got to get rid of one before I did. You know what, Chris? I'm going to knight you, sir.
You're the knight.
Or the knight who says me.
Nah.
So I hope either chat froze or Mario is thinking about it or writing out a long response, one or the other. I didn't want to bombard him with stuff. He's supposed to be just in here hanging out. What happened to all my tools? There it is. Oh, good. Bumped the button on the hot box, but luckily it didn't change camera angle. All right, so it's still moving. Do I have to do anything to reserve our YouTube name, or is it automatically done by YouTube? No, you have to actually go into your channel. God, I am really brain fried tonight. I shouldn't do these on Friday night after working all week. Create into your creator studio, and there is a spot in there. There's like an area in there where you get verified, and once you hit the mark, the new mark, you can be monetized, all of that stuff. There's an area in there where you can actually go in and set it. But be very careful. Double check it before you hit submit, because you only get to do it one time. So
It's just a flash wound.
it's just a flesh wound. What are you gonna do? Bleed on me? I'll have your leg. I love that movie. I've watched that movie so many times. So,
Yeah.
so
My favorite part is the beginning of it.
yeah.
I'll have your leg.
Everybody is congratulating Chris on his knighthood. It's hard to pick moderators for your channel. I mean, you don't want to just
Pick
giving
everybody.
be giving it up to just anybody. You got to make sure that whoever it is trustworthy. And
Well, this is my
not
life.
to say that you guys aren't all trustworthy. Well, except
This-
for that John Doe guy. What a creative
Wow.
name, John Doe.
Yeah, like seriously. Well, like you'd be like,
He's
well,
probably bald.
This is this is my first stream ever. Everyone that is in here is going to be moderator. You're moderator. You're moderator.
Yeah. Well, some people are quick that way.
Moderator. Moderator.
Who was it that said my belt was rubbing? I think that rolled back off the screen. Whoever that was,
sure.
chime back in, because that I am 99% sure that that's what it was, and that was an awesome call. And oh, now it's really off center. Yeah, because as soon as I moved that boy, that just dropped like. Awesome. Yeah. My wife said something. She said something the other night about counting to 3, and I said, "Thou shalt count 3. Thou shalt not count 4, nor thou shalt count 2, unless followed by 3."
Far from finished. Said that.
Far from finished.
The 3 F's.
Far from finished. Do I know your actual name? If not, please share it if you will. I'm bad with names, but I like to learn everybody's name. So, but thank you. That was so awesome. In fact, if you want to,
Do you know how to find
you want
it?
to shoot me an email, Glenn at funking3d.com. I will shoot me an email with a mailing address, and I'm going to send you a little something. Mario says, you want to rule out during auto level sequence that the left Z-axis limit switch is not triggered when nozzle is touching down on the right side. Okay, so what happens, and this is going to be opposite for you, but what happens, and let's do this. When it comes down and the nozzle touches on this side, I can't remember, like only one switch rocks. And even when it touches the middle, only one switch rocks. Then when it touches over here, both of them rock. So am I out of level?
What is this robot you are making?
This is a A8 turned into an AM8. It's an Anet A8 with an aluminum frame. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I don't mean to be
Yeah.
quiet. I'm just trying to.
It was quiet in the day.
What is this robot you are making? Oh, the Lego one on the shelf? Are you streaming this weekend?
The
Chris?
Lego one on the shelf.
Yeah, that's actually a toilet paper holder, if that's what you're talking about. That's Tommy Prince, the toilet paper holder.
Okay,
Yes.
what does it do?
What does what do?
Once again, Richard say.
but again, I mean, if you're talking about this, Richard, this is a 3D printer. It's the Anet A8 3D printer, and I have taken it off of the acrylic frame and put it onto a aluminum extrusion, a 20 by 40 aluminum extrusion frame known as the AM8 upgrade, which is all that information is available. Like if you're interested in doing it, if you go to Thingiverse and search AM8, the bill of materials, the bill of materials is there, and so is the instructions. I'll correct this here. These must pics of your facial expressions. Mario said, sometimes the weight of the extruder on the right acts like a ballast, and the limit switch on the left triggers before the one on the right can.
I thought 3D printers were only in the movies.
So Mario, how do I hate to sound like a complete noob, but how do I fix it? The Robo is different than anything that I've ever worked on. Somebody was telling me that there is an upgrade that you can do to it that uses proximity sensors, I think they said, for the bed leveling too, instead of having the nozzle slam down, because I hate picking the little boogers off of the...
To Richard C., when he said, I thought the 3D printers were only in the movies. In the movies, they are like much more like unrealistic, and they print faster.
Oh yeah, the ones in the movies are so fake. So Richard, do we know who you are? And if not, welcome. I mean, not welcome. I mean, if we don't know who you are, welcome.
Have fun.
I spent like a whole hour putting this belt on.
Catch me up. What is the issue on the Robo, just for my information?
Chris, for I don't know if you've ever played with a Robo, but it's got an auto bed leveling or a auto bed compensation, and what it is the x-axis, the whole entire axis, when it comes down, when the Z comes down, it actually touches the nozzle to the bed, and there's a micro switch on each side so that it knows when it's touched, and sometimes one will click before the other one. But the issue that I'm having is like it. Let's go to these cocoa brown benchies here. You can see like the lettering is not indented. Like it just completely mashed the first layer. So my Z height is definitely off, but the procedure that I read through to get it to work, like to fix it, was kind of weird. It was kind of a weird, I don't know, it was a weird way that I had to do it.
Apparently,
and if you don't know, Mario works for Robo. Mario's the reason that I have that Robo. And so I was hoping that...
Apparently Richard C. is a random person.
A random person. Well, nobody's a random person. Well, welcome, Richard. Welcome,
yes.
Welcome. I'm glad that you popped in. If you don't know anything about 3D printing, it's amazing. It's awesome, and you can actually get it in. You can get into it relatively cheap if you're a very hands-on tinkery type of person like I am. If you're not so tinkery, it is a little bit more expensive to get into. But
here's the definition of 3D printer: a machine allowing the creation of a physical object from a three-dimensional digital model, typically by laying down many thin layers of a material in
succession. So Ricardo said that he had the same issue with his work Robo R1. So how'd you fix it? What other hobbies do you do that are technology related? I'm into computers. I do some programming. Xander's just now learning some programming.
On Scratch, and it's awesome.
Yeah, he's done a couple of electronic projects with me, and in school, I'm a very hands-on guy. I do more than just technology-based stuff. I actually built the house that we live in currently, like physically by myself.
Physically and mentally.
Yeah, I built it mentally a couple of times. Xander helped, but he was just a wee little lad.
Little.
So, dual end stops, that could be tricky. Can you move the switches? Can I move the switches on the Robo? Because yes. And then we're caught up. So, yay. That means you guys need to chat more. If I can keep up with the chat, you guys are being slow tonight.
Yeah, I have no job if, yeah.
So I spun the side and used a piece of paper as my guide. Spun the Z-rod. Okay, so what I did that exact thing. I brought it down until I laid the nozzle on a piece of just regular copy paper, printer paper, and I brought the Z's down. But it was like as soon as I fired it back up and it went through, it completely ignored what I had done. So
I'm a video game developer working in Python and Pygame. Ooh.
Justin said, Chris, oh, I'm sorry, what did you say?
Richard C. is
a video game developer. That's what Xander wants to do for a living. He wants to eventually, so let me ask you, what language would you suggest that he learns? That's a good question. Chris Riley is only 37 subs away from 1K. So if anybody is in this chat that is not subscribed
to Chris
to Chris's, and I'm going to post a link. I mean, you can actually just click next to his name, and for some reason it's not letting me. There we go. Of course, Chris could do this too.
Yeah.
All right, so there's Chris's channel. If any of you guys are not subscribed, please go and subscribe to Chris.
And Richard, what games do you like develop?
Oh, Richard, you just opened up a box of never-ending questions out of this kid.
Yep.
My question to Richard is, how'd you find us? Because that's always important to me.
Well, I find streamers by just like
Python and Scratch. He actually just started with Scratch tonight. So I don't want to advertise, but I have a video of one of my Scratch projects. That's all right. No, I don't actually have a problem with anybody sharing. YouTube may be blocking links though, so you might have to do like one of those weird, just put YouTube and then / what it is, or YT space / whatever it is, and people can put the thing together. Or if it's on your channel, they can follow right through. Let me know if it's on your channel, and I can.
What?
If it's on your channel, I can post a link to it. So.
Renaissance Tinker Dork just said on.
All right. Well, Rennie is also at 965, which is. Oh no, he is number 965. He's Chris's 965. I thought you were almost 1,000, Rennie. I was gonna freak out because I didn't even I try to pay attention to what you guys are doing, and then. So yeah, it's on Richard's channel. So I'm gonna go ahead and paste that in. That is a link to Richard's channel, which I probably should have gone to first just to make sure he wasn't, trying to pull a fast one on us.
Ooh. Oh.
Very cool.
Ooh.
Very, very cool.
Ooh.
So yeah, if you guys...
Ooh.
Oh, it's telling me my stream health is bad. Sorry if this video looks terrible to you guys. I will. I'm working towards it. I promise. I even now set up a buy me a coffee page just like Joel did. So.
What?
Oh, it looks like 3D printing llama is out.
Oh,
Thank you for being here, buddy.
Bye.
I'm a programmer for the Canadian government, making games and stuff on the Microsoft HoloLens. Oh, that's pretty cool. Boy, there's all kinds of programmers in here.
Wow.
That's what Xander is aspiring to do, but I think that he thinks that being a video game programmer means that he just gets to sit around playing video games.
No, I'll be the tester.
I think the people are the tester. I think testers.
That's not fair. What if it blows up? I'll risk my life.
Norm said learn Unity.
Hmm?
I don't even know if I know what Unity is.
What is Unity?
Yeah, Chris, it's pretty much just through, it's just like going through PayPal. You just don't have to set up a PayPal link. And, like, it almost feels dirty setting up yet another way to beg people for money, but I figure if we just set up all kinds of options, then people can do it at their leisure however they want to do it.
Okay,
So.
bye, Richard. Nice meeting you.
All right. Thanks, Richard. Thanks for popping in. I'm glad that we could share your link. Hopefully that'll pick you up a few subscribers as well. We like to share subscribers.
I'll be sure to check that video out.
Stream looks great. You can't rule out if it's limit switch if you rest your hand on the extruder during auto level. This will prevent the left side from lifting before it's supposed to. If it is the limit switch, if you rest your hand on the extruder during auto level, this will prevent the left side. All right, I will try that.
My bad.
Yeah, I messed with it. I messed with it for quite a while the other night, and up until the wife was annoyed that I didn't come to bed. So
Unity is a de facto standard platform for VR stuff. Ooh, does that mean I get a VR?
no,
Oh,
unless you buy it yourself.
how much are the good ones?
A lot.
Oh. Can you fund me?
No.
Why? Unity is what's used for games on every system: Xbox, PS4, mobile, Windows, and web. Ooh.
All right. Well, that gives you another direction to go to.
Yeah.
There is a counterweight on Thingiverse by. Okay, I will
Minda
definitely
Blapper.
look into that as well.
Mental
Yeah, I mean, I was even clipping I've got a dial indicator, and I was putting the dial indicator on there, trying to make sure it's as close to level as possible. And I got to get that thing tuned in because it's got a big job. It needs to print a whole R2D2, full scale.
Wow.
Be known as the Robo D2.
Wow. Wowie.
All right, that's enough.
Okay. VRs just give me a headache.
Yeah, I can't handle them either. They make me nauseated.
Oh, can I have yours?
I don't have one.
Then can you buy one and then give it to me?
Nope. Can you buy one with your own money?
But you're buying it. Like, you're buying it for you, but it gives you a headache, so you'll have to give it to me.
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan.
It is a great plan.
We'll talk about it right after you're done building your drone.
Oh, come on. It's not on Twitter.
I review printers, a non-video website. Well, that's cool. Like an article-based site, like a blog, or you can share as long as it's not commercial. Like, I don't want commercial products up there, but if it's something that you do for you,
Buy these
please
wipes
feel free to
today. Buy these wipes today. It cleans up everything.
So how did we do for you, Chris? Where are you at sub-wise? Because we're going to have to start reaching out to the Twitters and stuff, which,
Twitters.
It's difficult being that you're not on the Twitters.
Who is not on the Twitters?
As I understand it, Chris is not on the Twitters.
I feel your pain.
Xander's not allowed to be on the Twitters.
No.
That is the ZN stop.
I am touching
That is
things.
the XN stop. Where is the YN stop?
It is somewhere.
Why?
It is somewhere.
Yeah, it's somewhere. I haven't done a very good job keeping track of the parts for this project.
Oh, I'm building or something.
All right, entertain them for a second while
Oh,
I'm
hi
looking.
guys. Unity is much more than VR. I have 2 videos to post. First is 2
Yeah, I
part
already
giveaway.
read that. That's old stuff. I mean, tell them a story. Tell them what you said in the car the other night.
I don't want to. It was misheard information.
I think it was misspoken. Xander just had. I won't tell the story, but Xander had a little bit of a Freudian slip.
No, you had a hearing slip.
And it's not that what he said was inappropriate, but it also wasn't very appropriate. It's not anything that he got in trouble for, but it would be embarrassing if I told the story. So
Yeah, Dad, so don't tell anybody.
I'm not going to tell the story.
Good boy.
I want everybody in this stream to know that if you've ever sent me anything for Mailbag Monday, I have it in a pile here on my desk. Like any letters or anything that you included, I have it here.
So it doesn't go get thrown away, guys.
I don't. Nope. I cherish every bit of it. You know what else I would cherish?
What?
A YN stop, and I can't seem to find it. Oh.
No, Extruded 3D. It is private.
You're close, I'll tell you that, but
What?
well, it was female related. It just
You're already saying too much.
all right. I'll stop.
Good boy.
There's the old H plate. I have 3 bins of parts for this thing. Yeah, so if anybody out there has the A8,
Please help.
definitely look into this upgrade, because it's oh, you don't suppose it wouldn't still be screwed to the frame, would it?
Keep up the great videos, guys. I came over from 3D printing nerd. The young guy making faces in the back. It's funny.
Oh yeah, that's my youngest one, Zach. At this point, the only videos that he does with us is the
Maker box.
Maker box unboxing, and it's once a month, and he gets very excited. We are looking at giving him his own segment once a month. Maybe now that Xander's not doing Thing Thursdays.
Speaking of Mailbag Monday, Xander, you still need to do drone. I can't do drone. I can't be a drone.
He drones on and on, though. Yeah, there's not going to be a Mailbag Monday this week.
Because I don't have anything.
Because we know that we have mail coming, but it didn't get here today, and so I won't. It's not coming until Monday. So I wouldn't, and we film Mailbag Monday on Saturday.
You let them know our secret.
I let the secret out.
No, we're all gonna die.
How dare us?
Apparently, people have the A8. I have it, but I'm so far away from finishing. You all should mention Chris's channel on the Friday night Google Hangout. I started with the A8, sold it. No. Oh.
Well, if you only half read stuff, it doesn't help me.
I did not half read stuff.
You're like, yeah, BD. Keep up the great work, guys. I came over from 3D printing nerd. Oh yeah, that guy. We love Joel. We owe Joel so much. But every time I ask Joel for something, I always say, you owe me. And he's like, I know I do. So, I have a mid-build AM8. Oh, that's cool. That's what mine is a mid-build. I've been working on this for 4 months. By the way, I did find the Z switch, or the Y switch.
About time.
Yeah, it's been about 4 months, maybe even longer, since I've printed with with my A8. And it's sad because I really thoroughly enjoy it. I cringe every time somebody says something bad about it. Because we got our A8 before our Prusa. We ordered the Prusa. It was going to take too long to get here. I ordered an A8 because I'm impatient. And,
you are impatient.
I had the A8
really
tuned and printing so well that when I got the Prusa, I was disappointed in the prints coming off the Prusa until I got it dialed in. So, yeah, I mean, Chris, I think a lot of us owe Joel. I mean, and he doesn't see it that way. Chris, have you ever met Joel, like in person? I guess we should ask the whole group. Anybody else here ever met Joel in person?
Maker World has a broken A8.
I have a broken A8. Well, that's sad. What's broken on your A8, Matt?
One problem I had with the AM8 is that the stock Y end stop would not hit the linear bearing housing before the bed hits the Y motor.
All right, let's see. The AM8, that the stock Y end stop would not hit the linear bearing housing before the bed hits the Y motor. What H plate were you using? Oh, that question's to Amos.
Speaking of Joel, how about his big announcement today to create content full time would be a big for yeah.
It's yeah.
Oh my gosh. Like,
mad props to him for being able to do that. That's a big plunge to take. So
like I seen the title of the video and I'm like, is he quitting YouTube?
Yeah, he did that. He did that intentionally because he said it's not clickbait. So Chris, you are going to Murph this year? I probably already asked you that, but
I think he is.
Everybody going to Murph, raise your hand.
I think.
Norm said, nope, I'm in Canada. Well, that we won't hold that against you.
James is the only one with a floppy head.
It's an H plate I found on eBay. Well, I don't want to call you Moose, but I guess you picked your name. So the one that I'm using is the RepRap Champions. I don't know if you can see that in the frame there. And it does hit, but it's going to hit the switch before it actually makes contact with the motor housing.
Chris Rowley's coming to Murph. We're going to have friends at Murph.
Murph is going to be awesome. I can't wait to actually get to meet you guys all face to face.
Again.
So, and I know I say it every time, but if you're there or if you're at any event that we're at, please approach us.
Take a selfie with us.
And so that we know it's you, smack Xander in the back of the head.
I dropped something and it was most likely very loud.
Stop playing in there.
Why?
I'm so jealous of Joel after today. Oh, me too.
Yeah.
I watched that video just cringing, going, "Why do you get to be full time?" And I love my full time job. My boss is so freaked out. He keeps asking me if I'm gonna quit because of this YouTube thing, and I keep explaining to him that it won't be until after I hit 1 million. So, all right, Vince has raised his hand there.
Hand raised.
I'm forcing Cold Aiken to take me to Murph. That's awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. You force anybody you have to. So that look identical to mine. Well, that is odd, Moose, because people have said, that. Like I read that in the forums and stuff. And, but I think that once this switch goes on here, and I will tell you here just momentarily, except for I can't get my fat fingers up underneath there. Nope, it hits that switch about, I would say 3 millimeters, 2.5 millimeters before the bed hits the motor. Now, I printed the alternate, I'm going to punch you over here to the detail. The alternate one of these, that's the other way. The stock one has the screw on this side, and that catches the bearing housing. So maybe that's what your issue is. But you said motor, because like I've seen people notch these. I've seen people cut these out to clear the motor, but that switch hits before it hits the motor. So. With my sweet rice burner. Norm said, I wish I could go to Murph. Yeah, I know it's a little bit harder coming out of Canada, and I know what part of Canada you're in. James from Print and Play is Canadian. And he is from the Ontario area, I believe, and he can't go, but that's because of work limitations, which is really too bad.
Oh man, the floppy hit guy can't go.
And you know, I mean, Maker Fairs are a lot of fun, but Murph is it. I mean, and hopefully IRF, the East Coast Rep Festival that's starting this year.
And
hopefully it's going to be Nerf.
Can Nerf be a thing?
And Surf and Turf and Kerf. It can be Canadian Rep Festival.
I'm not going there.
I love Canada. I used to vacation in Canada.
It's too cold.
Well, in the wintertime it is.
It's too cold.
I have all the tools back over here. Coming up on the 11 o'clock hour.
Not the 11 o'clock hour. It's the 11 o'clock hour is evil.
The 11 o'clock hour is evil?
Yes, it's evil.
It's weird.
It's evil.
Nobody told me that.
It's evil.
All right, now, Moose, I have that switch screwed in place. Yeah, let me see if I can get a camera so that you can see this. I know this isn't really exciting to anybody else, but...
Surf and turf.
Oh yeah, surf and turf, that's great. So, I guess I could play with the focus a little bit, but... there you can see.
Chris Riley asks, were you at Murph last year? How many
I can
how many
get that.
people were there? We were not at Murph last year, and
Yeah, we weren't. We
don't
actually
know how
didn't
many people
exist.
were there.
We have only existed
We
since
didn't
May.
exist?
We did not exist when Murph happened last year. We've only been alive since May. So,
My
in fact, we had just missed.
We aged
Or
quickly.
no, Bay Area Maker Faire was right after we started, but I didn't know what a Maker Faire was, or that I wanted to go to it. So everybody's been staring at the bed now for 10 minutes here, but
It's falling.
I wanted Moose to be able to see this belt block that I redesigned, remixed, however you want to say it. Clears just by a hair. I mean, literally just a hair. But I have...
Even in summer, we'll pack winter clothes when we took vacation during summer. I'm guessing to Canada.
So, but yeah, it clears and it's catching. So I don't know. Maybe this pushes my switch further forward than yours. I don't know, but look into that. It came off of Thingiverse, and if you reach out to me at well, Twitter is a really great place to get me. Otherwise, just email me, Glenn@funking3d.com. I'll just send you the file, or I'll send you a link to the file. Whatever we got to do.
Building a tower.
Oh, James.
Oh. enjoy your 13 cents.
He had to do that to get that joke in before I did. Thank you, James. We appreciate it, brother.
Yeah.
It's just above and beyond. I mean, you already support us on Patreon, and now you're throwing cash here.
Enjoy your 13
Yeah.
cents.
Well, and then YouTube takes like 30% of that, so it's really only like 6 cents.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's 80 cents on the dollar. So
Floppy Hit gave us something.
your camera looks like a Pixar lamp. Actually, Mario, that was a lamp. It was a cheap USB lamp that I bought off of out of like Amazon's scratch and dent, and the lamp died shortly thereafter. I had the camera taped to the lamp so I could shine light down, and then I just took it off and mounted the camera. But it works really, really well.
Cold Atkins said that might get him eat candy. I'm thinking, well, I can get like a quarter piece of a candy if I'm lucky.
Yeah, you buy it at the dollar store and then you're good.
We don't even
Yeah, James can absolutely use subs. So anybody here, if you're not, if you are not a subscriber to James, which I should be able to grab
He gave us
his.
13 cents, so we have to.
Oh, stop.
No, stop.
Well, I almost clicked the wrong thing, and
What were you gonna press?
I almost clicked the hide him from the channel. Not intentionally, James. It's late and I'm tired.
Like that John Doe guy.
So there is a link to James's channel. So if you guys aren't already subscribed to James, please do that. Anybody else on here, if you guys have a YouTube channel, if you are here and you're a content creator, let me know. If you don't, if you're looking for subscribers, we're looking to help. I don't have any problem sharing the love. You know,
Yeah, we can't help tremendously, but we can help.
Yeah. I mean, you know, anything that can be done is always good. So, yeah. I know there's some YouTubers out there that freak out if you try to promote your channel in their channel because it's distracting.
Yeah.
But
it's not distracting. It's distracting.
I don't think it's distracting,
Like,
and
people
I think that there's enough of us to go around.
I
mean,
think it happened where like Chapman got mad at Ryan for doing that.
Could
or
be.
Something.
Could
Yeah.
be. So.
How late are you running tonight? Bob the Builder time.
I was gonna cap it at. Did I not put your link up, Sean? I'll do it right now. I was gonna cap this out at 11, but I don't know. I always hate to
End it.
I always hate to end it. It's so much fun. You guys are so much fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
All right, here is a skewed view 3D. I got yelled at because I always leave the view out of it.
Skewed.
I always called him a skewed 3D, and
Oh,
he's like,
yeah.
"It's a skewed view," and then he hit me with a bamboo cane.
What?
Yeah, drove all the way here and just beat me with a cane, and then so I said, "All right, I won't do it again." As late as needed. I just have
a
random cat dog dash cam security cam video. Well, that's all right. Are you looking for subscribers, John? And by the way, welcome, John. Nice to have you in tonight. So
John
I noticed that Mario. Anybody? In fact, did Mario leave? Mario. Okay, I got you right here, brother. I noticed, Mario, that you have picked up some more subscribers too, which is awesome to me. So, what's going on here?
I don't know.
The little menu wasn't going away. Laugh out loud, no yelling. No yelling, just beatings. Just beatings with the bamboo stick. Alright, this is Mario's channel. He doesn't have a ton of videos up yet, but he does really, really smooth time lapse.
We got back up at good.
So, our extreme health is better, yes.
Yeah.
Not 3D printing related. Mario is here. And the Nightbot popped in. What is that plastic piece next to the X-axis motor? Oh, this. That's it's sitting up really, really high right now. It's supposed to be down, but that's the mainboard mount. That's where the mainboard mounts to. I'm going to print a box for it, but I wanted to have something to get the mainboard on it. So, Ron popping in to say hi. Hello, Ron. I'm glad that you made it.
Oh, hi, Ron.
Make sure you just minimize us and don't leave. Just minimize. All right, John, they're subbing to you. I'm gonna go ahead and throw your link in here, 3D printed related or not.
We're throwing a lot of links.
Everybody needs subscribers. And there's plenty of subscribers to go around. And remember, if you guys go to a channel and you don't necessarily care for the content, you can still subscribe and just don't ring that bell. And if it's a matter of organization, there are plugins that you can get to organize your subscriptions. So please don't do that with the stool. I'm afraid you're going to dump it over and it's going to make a big noise. Here is a picture of my H plate. All right.
I've been trying to create more content myself. Running screen capture software and 3D modeling software makes my computer slow and sometimes crashes. Loses video at work on the model. Wow. That must stink.
Yeah. Screen capture, well, any type of capture. I don't know what software you're using for doing your capture. We're back to bad stream health. We use OBS, and OBS is not easy on the computer. It takes a lot. It takes a lot on the computer. And for whatever reason, gotta find that window back. Find that window back. Moose, that I can't get that picture to open. I took the space out between the goo and the goal, but it's still giving me a no-go. So
Hadn't subbed to John yet. Subbed
no.
Sub no.
Italy.com is not my site, but I review printers for them. Norm, is it a commercial site? I mean, is it a business or is it a hobby type site? If it's a hobby type site, well, you technically already printed or posted the link, so it's all good. No worries.
I just took my Band-Aid off or my blister and I'm just going to throw it away. It's useless.
That's good. Tell the whole world.
It's useless.
I like to get other creators on board.
Easily.
Check out this Australian, very cool guy. Excellent. Yeah, no, I don't know why some people are so like weirded by sharing, as though if I tell you, if I say to you, go subscribe to Chris or to James or to whoever, and like you're gonna be like, okay, well, unsubscribe from Fun King to go over there. Like you only have a certain number of subscriptions. So, I mean, I literally subscribe to every 3D printing channel I can find.
If I make my channel, will you sub to me?
Nah, probably not.
Why?
Because it's not 3D printing related.
So what?
But no, I learn from everybody. So I like to see everybody's. Oh, you were doing that again, huh? It just happened. There's such a delay.
I was doing it better.
Oh, sure, you'll tell us about Band-Aid. Yeah, but he won't tell you about what he said in the car the other night. I laughed.
I refuse.
I laughed so hard. It was so funny to me.
I physically refuse.
All right, so like it or not, my cable chains are going to work.
Aww.
Why is that bad?
Because you said like it or not.
Well, some people don't like cable chains.
Oh.
Some people think that they're the root of all evil.
Well, what if I said I don't like cable chains?
What do you think I would say to you?
Good for you. I don't know.
Well, it is 3 words, but it's not those 3 words. It starts with I.
Don't.
Ends with care and has don't in the middle.
I care don't?
I'm going to whip you with...
No! Don't abuse me.
These are the crap belts that come with an A-net.
Don't abuse
I say that. They're actually not bad. They feel plasticky. They hold up fine, but...
I don't like being abused.
I like my A8. I like it more now that it's aluminum and it's just rock solid.
It's wacky solid.
It's going to be a great printer. And when I put that E3 DV6 and the extruder that, again, I cannot remember the name of. Now Justin's going to say something because he was the one that said it the last time. I can't remember again, but...
Oh, hi, Game Critic. Hey, Shane.
Fun King 3D, send me your list. Oh, my list of subscribe. I can do that. I can pull that out. All the channels I subscribe to, I can pull that out, I think.
You subscribe to Bob the Builder? I didn't know that.
You'll be impressed with the AM8. I did mine a couple months ago. Great DIY machine. Well, and again, I absolutely love the A8, but like I had so much printed plastic to make that acrylic frame rigid that. So
Who is
Shane's
this
here.
guy?
Hi Shane. Hey buddy, better late than never.
Yeah.
Um,
Who is this guy?
while you're at it,
printed
sub to this guy for sure. Who was that, Jane? What link is that? Same for me. I learned from YouTube. I want to give to YouTube. Shiny belts. Yes, definitely shiny belts.
Shiny
Can't
head.
sub to that one. Print and play, not my type of content. I just stay with Fun King 3D. Oh, that's sweet. But yeah, Bontech. Yep. Thank you, thank you, Justin. That's your new job with the channel, Justin. Is you constantly remind me of Bontech. I'll have to think of Bond, James Bond, and then I'll remember it. I think. You know who James Bond is?
I know who James
Okay.
Bond is.
Just
He's a
wondered-
guy that goes like this.
Can you do that more in the camera so everybody can see? Yeah, YouTube does something really screwy with links. It happens with links to Thingiverse too. So. And puts invisible characters at the end. Yeah, it's like they don't want you advertising on here.
Yeah.
Click it. Oh,
Wait, I want to watch myself do the James Bond.
you just don't realize what it takes for me to click a link. I have to like.
I'm watching
move
myself
10
do James
10
Bond.
windows.
I did James Bond. I did it.
Oh. You're so sly, James.
Oh, because he said he wears the same shirt day in, day out.
This is the only shirt I own. I actually don't have any other clothes. I only wear this. Actually, being that I have like this super non-disclosure and I tell you guys everything, these shirts hang specifically just off camera. These are our production shirts. I have more that I wear to like Maker Faire and stuff, but yeah, we're very, very careful with these. We don't eat while wearing these, you know, so that they get washed
Do
as
you
little
guys
as
like
possible.
my James Bond? I can do it a little
I
bit
held back
better,
from
but
doing
I
too
don't
many
have that
printed
much.
upgrades and just wait to do AM8. Well, see, I didn't know about the AM8 when I got my A8, so I started printing like frame strength, not like the crazy ones that come all the way down and stuff, but I got rid of most of my Z-wobble, and I'm gonna y'all take notes on this because I was gonna make a video before I upgraded this and I didn't. But on the A8, one of the biggest problems that it has is where the smooth rods go down into here and up into here. You know, everybody like worries about the wobble in their lead screws. These smooth rods wobble around, and that's where your Z-wobble comes from. So I actually ended up shimming them with pieces of zip tie and paper to lock those up and got rid of almost all of my Z-wobble. But there was still a little bit, and I know that it was coming from the frame.
My
so.
emo group, I guess that's going to his emo group. I only have one shirt. Ugh, how can
only
I
have one
post? Ugh, how can I post a link?
You have to post it, but you have to kind of fake it. So like, if it's a YouTube link, just write YT and then space / with whatever, you know, the channel stuff after it, and then people have to put it back together themselves. Is it? Do you have a channel, Shane? Are you trying to print or post a link to your channel? Because I can grab that off of your profile and post it for you.
Profile thing.
Xander's getting tired, right? Oh yes, Xander's
No.
getting tired. Can always tell when Xander's tired. He
Yeah,
gets very slap happy and goofy.
I get tired when I do the James Bond.
He gets tired from doing the James Bond.
James Bond.
James print and play. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm James for printed by.
I have so much crap on this work table right now. I can't find anything. I have so much crap on this work table.
Hey, you banned John Doe for doing the same thing.
Oh, no, he used the S word.
And
And stop talking about him because you're still giving him credit.
How am I giving him credit?
By talking about him.
What?
Sweet 120 subs. Who has 120 subs? You do?
I think
That was a pretty good jump.
Yeah, 107.
Rennie says, you gave me an idea so everyone can check out the frame pieces. Instagram. There you go. Perfect. You just got to cheat. You just got to cheat the links.
Thanks.
So everybody go check out Rennie's link, and you will see the frame that he printed for my stained glass.
Whoa. James is almost at 900.
Almost at 900. James, I want you over 1,000 so bad, buddy. I want you over 9,000.
It's over 9,000.
See, I'm hip. I know that reference.
That is like the oldest reference ever. It's like the oldest thing ever. It's over 9,000.
Yeah. We have to be more diligent about sharing one another's links and stuff. Share the love. It baffles me that Joel can have 170,000 subscribers, and yet we struggle. And I say we. Joel gave me a bunch of his, but that we struggle to get to 1,000 or whatever. If there's 170,000 people subscribed to Joel's channel, that's 170,000 people interested in 3D printers. Some of some of the groups on Facebook have 30 and 40,000 members. So how do we get the word out that we want the subscribers to come to? And of course, I know, not everybody likes what I do. Not everybody likes what you do.
Hey.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying them, the creators out there. So.
Okay.
But this is such a generous community. Oh, good time. I'm glad I said generous because I want to give a shout out to two amazing companies, and
I think I know.
in fairness, one of them I give a shout out to quite often, and that is my friends over at AIO Robotics.
Yep, do it. Done.
They are amazingly generous to us, and I'm proud to call him. I'm proud to call him friend. What are you doing?
I'm being James Bond.
Well, get out from behind me. And the other one that I want to give a big shout out to is Matter Hackers.
Yep.
And of course they get a big shout out because they're amazing and supporting Joel to give Joel the opportunity to, be a free spirit and teach us all and stuff, but. Also because I reached out to him and said that I was going to Maker Faire and that I was curious if they had any pamphlets or banners or something I could hang up just to kind of show some support because they were nice enough to donate stuff for us, for our giveaway.
Hello, Matt from How I Do It.
Hello, Matt from How I Do It. And so they did send me, in fact, they sent it second day express or whatever, but they sent me a box, which we will be unboxing next week from Mailbag Monday to show you guys the kind of stuff that they were willing to send to us. And I realize that it's advertising for them at the show, but it was still very, very nice of them to send it to us to allow us to have some materials. Would you sit down, please? You are driving me nuts.
Fine.
Sit down or all these people are going to watch me beat you.
Okay.
All right, what are we missing? You're supposed to be reading the chat.
Oh, I am?
That is your job.
Matt came in and people started saying, hi, Matt, and then something.
It's true. Joel could just be hair with a voice and people would, that dreamy voice of his and that amazing hair, I'd tune into that.
What?
Joel. Go AIO Robotics. Yeah, if you guys haven't tried AIO Robotics filament, it's not a premium filament, but it's good. And
Cheap.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but they're bringing out more colors. But if you do use AIO and you like it, and You throw a word to them and say, hey, I love your stuff, and Fun King 3D, told me to tell you that. But also tell them more kilo rolls. Joel's came from cosplay and giveaways. That is true, but
what happened?
But a lot of ours came from giveaways, and a lot of ours left from giveaways too. So that's always tough. Matter hackers are cool, absolutely. Sorry, just now joining. Why are you building an A8? It is so primitive compared to your other printers. James, wow, nice to see you, James. I've actually had the A8. It was my first printer that I physically had in my hand. And I'm upgrading it to the AM8 so that it's got an aluminum frame. I thoroughly enjoy my A8 printer, but it hasn't been printing in about 4 months now. AIO is great for printing solid colors. Yes, and if you haven't seen their bright green yet, check it out. I love the bright green. So, come on, you got to read faster. They're upgrading their Anet A8 all-mount frame. They already had it. Somebody's already answered all these questions for us. Oh, that was nice, Xander. Hey, John Mack. Hello, guys. I've bought stuff from Matter Hackers. Great people, just a little pricey. That is true, Chris. Some of their stuff does seem it's all premium filament though, but they do now have the Builder series, which is like $23 a roll. That's not bad. I don't know if you can see. I might have to punch this over to here because it has a little better color because of the lighting. But I love this color. I love this color. That's Clumsy Dragon from the last Sanders Thing Thursday. I've got to get some AIO to try sometime. Yeah, it's $12.99 a half kilo. So I mean, if you're buying a kilo's worth, if you buy the red, the white, the black, and the blue come in kilo rolls for $20, which isn't bad. But if you buy 2 half-kilo rolls, you're paying like $25 a kilo. So it's not the most affordable, but it really does lay down nice. Auditor friends for poker night, popping on and off. Glenn, did you see the pic I sent you? My sound is still screwy. No, if you send, on the Twitters, no. I don't actually have access to my Twitter on this machine. I run as little as I can on this machine because OBS kicks its butt with multiple cameras going. I sent the same pic to Chris. So print cosplay stuff like Joel, Jesse, and Punished props. Actually, that is on the list of stuff to do. I want a wearable Iron Man costume.
No, you're not allowed to have it.
But you know what? I don't want to change what I do to get subscribers. I mean, I want people to like my channel for what my channel is. So, I mean, I don't want to have to change. You can't change me, man. I mean, personally, I think that I'm a fun...
There was a deleted message by Chris Riley.
I think that I'm a fun guy. Well, oh, yeah. Apparently, just ignore those. Just ignore those. Okay. So, just don't even give them the honor of being here. So, okay. You know what, guys? We finally made it. We have trolls. We've never had trolls before. Yeah, no, you guys, if I don't have any problem with you guys banning people. I have no problem with that. So we have enough moderators in here now to just clean house. This is a family channel. We don't need we don't need none of that wishy-washy stuff.
Wishy-washy.
So, yep. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
I like hanging out with you guys. More fun than this guy.
What do you mean?
I know. But you love the abuse.
Nope.
You said right before we went on tonight, you said, please abuse me on air in front of everybody.
Since when?
We got trolls.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. Well, you know, Ricardo, that's one of the things that I really, really strive to do. And I also noticed that it helps the watches and the people showing up and stuff. Wait, you strive to get trolls? No, he said that we engage with them. I try very hard to answer every YouTube comment and not, just like thanks or, in fact, you almost never see me just say thanks. because it's more proper to say thank you. But I mean, if there's ever anything that I can interact with you guys on, I like to do it. I get people all the time asking me, and I know that at some point we might be too big to do that, you know, to you know, be able to answer technical questions or whatever. But even if I don't know, I'll go look it up because I need to know too. So I kind of like when people, will you please stop playing in that?
Boing.
You need a fidget spinner. I see AIO. Actually, AIO no longer has PETG. They made it at one point, but it's not been in stock in forever. And I will reach out to Jens over at AIO and ask him about that if they're ever going to do. I just know that I just had a conversation with him because AIO has...
Wait.
Huh?
They made PETG?
At one time they did, yeah.
Wow.
They actually have printers. I've never heard anybody talk about their printers. I'd like to try one, but I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag or the prize out of the box. But AIO sent me something for Maker Faire. I'm not going to tell. I'm not going to tell. They sent me something to take to Gainesville Maker Faire to play with and let other people play with, which it's just super kind of them. But during that conversation, he let me know that there was, and again, I don't know if I'm supposed to be telling anybody this, but there are more colors coming. I want to say he said Q2 of this year. So. Woo, trolls. Did you print from AM8 reinforced? Your motor mount looks reinforced. Mark Rink, a lot of these parts, there's like alternate parts available, either through Thingiverse or through the AM8 group on Facebook. So I kind of went through all the parts and I found the ones that I thought were the best. I took some that I didn't really like and kind of remixed them to make them better for me or more close in tolerance for me. I don't know if I'll ever release those, but
where is AIO?
They are in California.
California.
So, but yeah, so, I mean, so far, and everything yellow on this printer is actually a Hatchbox PETG. So, and some people said, oh, you can't print everything in PETG. And I hope that wasn't one of you because I just made fun of your voice. But I did print everything in PETG. I love the way it turned out. So, and I like that it's black and yellow. Those are proper colors.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
All right. Trolls is the first sign of success. Yes, never feed trolls. They'll never leave. No, we just block them. That's the difference between having like 50 subscribers and having, 4,000 subscribers. You can just block people. Of course, even if we only had 50, I'd block people that come in here talking like that. So you guys are nice. You give them a warning. I'm evil. No way. Just ban.
Yeah.
Well, but certain people, like that might just be their demeanor. But like the first guy, he was being blatantly rude. I would try to be nice to him, but we have Banhammer. Trick is my board is a Melzy style instead of standard. Problem of A8. You guys now are chatting too fast.
Spamming.
Custom aluminum bracket to hold that. Aluminum? Just 3D print everything.
Aluminum.
You can use Hulk battle hammer. We designed. That would be fun. I don't have a physical band hammer. I should get one of those.
Audio is muted. You can call me a flappy head again. Flappy
Ricardo
head
said
Canadian
hint,
again.
hint, and I want to know what that hint is.
Audio is muted. You can call me a flappy head Canadian again. I'm just gonna.
I'm reading way up here. Why? I get down there. Slow maybe sometime to edit tomorrow. Okay, let me know if it works.
He is a flappy head Canadian.
AIO stuff to play with to keep. Justin, yes, they sent it to me and said that I could use it for demo or give it away. It's going to depend on how the demo goes on whether or not we give it away. But we're going to let people play with it.
I'm going to go save my monitor.
You're going to go what?
Save my monitor.
What's wrong with your monitor?
James is going to high-five it.
Oh.
I need to save my headset too.
can send me your rough version, okay? Speaking of the
Nope,
Maker
too
Faire
heavy.
coming up, I haven't had any luck getting a reply back on a message I sent. Show them. I will send you the information that you need to get. They only meet on Tuesdays, and apparently they're not really great with communication. Shoot me an email and remind me, and then I'll get you in contact with the people you need to contact. I lost my place now.
It's somewhere with the something.
Did mine in PETG as well. Vincent said he did his in PETG. That's great. That's two of us that I don't know. They said that it's too giving, but I don't think anything on here is giving nothing. So let the finger waggler voice. Oh, well, at the finger. In some of my early streams, I had to explain it to her. Maybe it was just in the early videos, but I notoriously do voices, and
I think it was in the streams.
I do it like like I don't do it consciously, like it just happens. So I always used to apologize. Listen, I might do an Irish accent or a Canadian accent or whatever, and I'm not
Floppy head
looking,
Canadian.
I'm not looking to offend anybody. It's just something that I do. Like I have an old lady voice that I do.
Oh,
and
to the old lady
I
voice.
do it
Do
for.
the old
I
lady
can't do it on
voice.
cue. It just has to happen. So, but I do it when I'm mimicking my mom, and she hates it. So and I guess let me get caught up, and then I'm going to tell you guys a story. So it's pretty good. Do you know if we're supposed to bring our own table and chairs? Show them, yes. I'm pretty sure that they're just going to designate you a space, probably 8x10, and say, poof, here it is, and then you got to put everything in it. So, all right, audio's muted. You can call me a flappy head Canadian again. I'm just going to high five Xander's monitor. I haven't watched back videos. What do you do most? Projects print. Norm, we mainly do 3D printing. We've done very little 3D or electronic projects, but I do have more on the board to be done, so that kind of stuff is coming. I work a full-time job on top of doing this, so unfortunately I don't necessarily get the time that I want to do this. So be nice to set up a day or two. Show them they're going to let us in on Friday to set up, and then the show is on Saturday. So. And of course, if you need a hand, I'll be there. Ron, the Happy Extruder, may or may not be with me. We don't know yet. So when you said AIO had printers, I mean, hint, hint, you want to try it. Oh my gosh, no. AIO has done so much for me. Like every time they offer me something, I want to refuse it, but I like their stuff so much I always take it. But the cool part is I have such a great relationship with AIO that they feel that they owe me, and I feel that I owe them. So it's a magnificent relationship, and that's the way that it should always be.
You're shaking the monitor.
One thing I would recommend for anyone running an A8 printer or other Ultra Cheap printer is to set it up with a Raspberry Pi touchscreen and OctoPi. Oh yes, absolutely. I love my OctoPi. I have a Pi on every printer that we have. I fixed my Prusa clone with PETG and it started its life with ABS. Fantastic. Mario said a little Inside Robo 3D. We are all excited about internal dual extruder testing. Sweet. Sorry, I couldn't get to the pause button fast enough. Should be getting my test unit soon. I will be testing dissolvable filaments with it. Sweet, you need somebody else to test one of those, Mario. No, I'm kidding. Looking forward to the E10. I have mine spruced up. I know, and I apologize that we haven't gotten to it yet, but I swear to you it'll be coming soon. An old lady Irish voice? No, not an Irish voice, old lady. PETG itself does have used design sturdy. I did use aluminum brackets. Okay, getting my butt kicked here. Oh, sorry, Ron. Win some money for me, brother. Looking for us elsewhere. Oh, that's I'm reading the Nightbot stuff. I'll take any hand-me-downs. I have to go. All right, Rennie, thank you for stopping in, brother.
Bye.
Yeah, I owe them. Get it? I do get it. That's funny. Do you auto bed level for the A8 yet? No, not yet, Vincent. That is something that's coming. Okay, so now that I'm caught up. Whew, that was like a marathon.
That was a miracle.
When we first moved to this area, there's a lot of retirees here. When we first moved to this area, we were eating at the Applebee's. It was my wife and my father and I.
I know this.
Xander wasn't even thought of back then.
I know this.
And
story.
I have my back to a 6 or 8 top corner booth, and it's got, I think there was 8. I think there was 4 couples sitting there, and my wife was here, my dad was here, and I'm eating and I'm listening to the conversation behind me. And I can't remember how, like, at what point I rolled into the conversation, but I got to think, because he said, well, Marge, we were out of toilet paper. But, George, you used my hand towels. My hand towels, George. And I about passed out from laughing. Like, my face was in my salad. I was laughing so hard, thinking about this old man wiping his butt with her hand towels. You can't make that stuff up. The amount of comedy in this town is amazing. It's just amazing. So I got a cough again, so I'm gonna try to mute this. Woo! Marge's voice. It's always Marge and George. Those are that's not really their names. Just in fact, I was in a restaurant one time, and this one older lady stops to bend down to tie her shoe, and the other lady wasn't working. She were watching. She bumped into her and almost knocked her down on her face. Which, when people fall, I laugh, and I can't control that. But she goes, "Oh, Marge, I almost knocked you over," and I about died because her name really was Marge, and yeah, whew, that might have been the same Applebee's.
Oh my god!
Anybody that hasn't seen our cool mugs, these came from Ron.
Mine has a better name on the back.
Shake it, bake it, make it, fake it, brew it, print it, build it, blast it.
Throw it in the trash.
He made those for us and sent them to us.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hey,
Don't you mean the Bronx cheer button?
Hey, are you ready to Mario time? What?
The E10 and E12 are not good. I had problems with the E12. I just found it was the lead screws were both warped. I had to order new ones. The E12. Well, the E10, we know the E10's got some issues, and Chris Riley actually sent us an E10, which is sitting right there, with the intentions of we are going to take it out of the box, we are going to assemble it and work through it like we had never touched a printer in our whole life, get it printing, and then do everything we need to do to make it the best printer it can be. And then through a collaboration of his channel and ours, we're going to give it away. So that'll be fun. The E12 so far, I don't really want to let the cat out of the bag, but I'm kind of liking it. So.
Ew.
Why does my CR10's control motion XYZ step millimeter keep resetting default for my tweaked calibrations? I don't know. Are you tweaking them in the firmware? Because it's been whispered lately that CR10's not playing nice with their firmware. They're not releasing their firmware. Oh, Matt's on it already. Good, Matt, take care of that. Ricardo said, I will send you a probe for the auto. That would be so awesome. I would appreciate that. Make sure yours works before you send us the other one, though, so that you don't send us one and then find out yours doesn't work, and then you'll be all mad. If not on power, reset or revert back. Okay, do. Hey, are you ready to Mario time?
No.
That's Mario Head. That's a different Mario. I'm not sure what Mario time is. Auto level's easy to install, cheap too, but I recommend a MOSFET. Got them already. Got MOSFETs. So I also got better wire. I got silicone wire for it. So I have a whole bunch of stuff. You're gonna have to read because I'm gonna end up missing out on a bunch of stuff.
On which one are you on?
I don't know.
I
think it was Norm.
Auto level is easier to install, cheap too, but I recommend
I bought one of these. This is a Anycubic bed. It's a glass bed, but it's got like some type of coating on it, and it's supposed to be really awesome. According to Chep, it puts a nice little pattern on your prints, which I like. I don't like printing on straight glass because it it leaves one side really shiny, and you don't get that shiny on anything else unless you print it in 2 halves. I have silicone wire for the bed. I bought tons and tons of stuff. I mean, I bought 2 idler pulleys and all kinds of stuff for this. So, and I did 2. I know people, you don't need 2 MOSFETs. The hot end doesn't pull that much. I bought two MOSFETs anyway. I'm gonna fly into the Twin Towers right now. All right. Well, that's completely unacceptable. Hey, can Mario sing a song for you? I don't know. Can Mario sing?
No.
I have a video I'm holding back on the E10 just for this occasion. Well, that's good. I'm sorry to make you hold that, but just a little bit longer. A little bit longer. And then that's everybody just talking to each other.
Okay.
Are you going to move to a new main board eventually, like ramps? Actually, Vincent, I've seriously considered it. I mean, it prints really well with the stock one, so I want to kind of ride it out as long as I can before I change it. But of everything Anet, that main board's the one thing I hate the most. The fact that you can't turn up the stepper current and stuff. So those are great. I have one on my I don't even know what that is. A3S Epic printer, by the way. I'm not even sure which one that is. So just take the flat iron, heat it up, and press the other side to iron for uniform shiny sides. Don't actually do this. The first time I ever printed on glass, it was one of the cases for my Raspberry Pi, and it printed, and it was so shiny. I'm like, that's so cool, until I realized that no other side was going to be shiny. So, unless you print 2 halves of things to put together, but I like the texture. Well, I like the texture that cheap knockoff whatever build surface on the E12 that puts a nice surface on it. So, but I gotta come up with something for the Robo but I want it to be removable as well. But all right, we're caught up. Boy, that chat was rolling crazy there for a little bit. So, all right, you guys get another 22 minutes. 22 minutes, and then he's got to go to bed because he has to film 9 Xander Thing Thursdays.
What?
For those of you who've missed that discussion,
Nope.
Xander doesn't want to do Xander Thing Thursdays anymore. He's burnt out. He did 23 weeks of them, and that was pretty good. I'd like to see him do more. But, so I guess stay tuned for something new in that slot. The iron trick does work, but not advisable. I wonder what would happen, like if you just got like the glass, like if you heated up glass and just laid it on a piece of glass. I know it would like elephant foot, but. So you're going till 12:01. Yeah, I'd give it till 12:01. He needs to keep going, but just once a month. Well, he had asked me if he could take some time off, which I'm afraid if he takes the time off, it's pretty much just over. So I told him that if he would take and just buckle down and film 4 in one day, that I'd give him a month off. It took him a little bit to do the math on that. Xander, you will look back at this moment and realize that this was the beginning of a great career. I agree with you, John. I agree with you. And being, again, that I put all my dirty laundry out there and I don't really hide anything from you guys. Xander likes the prize. Xander has always been very prize driven. In fact, that's how we potty trained him. It was like the Chuck E. Cheese toy wall. We had all these toys up, and every time he used the potty, he got to pick a prize. But it worked.
What?
Yeah, I know you don't remember that. He's always been very prize driven. So he loves the fact that when we go places, like when we went to New York Maker Faire and people recognized him and people high-fived him and wanted to shake his hand and take selfies, that like just engulfed him. He doesn't want to work to get to that prize is the problem. he would rather just play video games and do the things that Xander wants to do. So now that I've thrown all the dirty laundry out there, you know, hey, these guys are like family to us. It is what it is.
But they all live in different parts of the world.
We let Matt crash in our hotel room, and he didn't turn out to be a serial killer like you said he was going to be.
What?
He didn't really say that, Matt. I just like to do that to him. Xander's Thing Tuesday instead. Yeah, but then I have to pay to have the theme song rewritten. I almost, for the one this week, I was going to dub it over, and instead of where every time it said Xander's, I was going to put Dad's Thing Thursday. But I was tired. I didn't have time to do it.
I thought Mario Head was going to sing a song, but I'm kind of glad they didn't.
Yeah, I think he was a troll. Just let it go. Stop talking about him. Stop giving him the spotlight. I'm just trying to catch up with Chad. I'm sorry. Stop making that noise in your mic. Your mic is right there. And everybody right now is going, oh my God, that's horrible noise. Well, I don't feel like I did a lot on this tonight, but yet I really think I kind of did a lot on this.
We talked to a guy from NASA that teaches 3D printing to NASA employees. He changed his R1 bed for a mirror and added 300mm Z-axis lead screws and rods. Really sharp guy. When I turned the printer on, it.
Now wait a minute. He would have had to. He would have to take the cover off of it, and then it wouldn't be awesome looking anymore. I mean, I would rather just have a 300mm high printer and keep my Robo looking that awesome. You know, look how awesome that thing is. Woo! Awesome. It is one sexy machine. There's no doubt. So, changed his R1 bed for a mirror, which I could see that if it's not flat or whatever, but.
Evening, gentlemen, and Xander.
Lee Show. I don't know if we know you, Lee, and if you're new around here, welcome. If you're not new around here, I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names. I try really hard, though. I do.
Cold Akin is like, my ears, Xander. Just kidding.
That fun kid. Well, you know me. Let me tell you a story. Xander is terrified. You won't admit this. Xander is terrified of his brother taking over. Xander put his foot down and said, I don't want Zach to do videos with us. This is our thing, because he is terrified of his brother taking over. Where are you going?
Over here to get this pillow so I can whack you over the head with it.
Oh, okay, whatever. So, but no, Zach is kind of a loose cannon. And that's why during the Maker Box video, all right, stop. You're gonna knock a drink over, and then we're gonna have problems. That's why he doesn't talk during the Maker Box videos.
Well, one thing, he doesn't have a mic.
Well, now we used to have the boom mics, but he just goes off on these ranty little stories and stuff, and so we can't really have him talk on camera. So he won't, at least for another year, he won't replace Xander. At least you have something to look forward to. I'm your neighbor over in Tampa. Awesome. Well, it's good to know that there's another Floridian out there.
Then he says I'm the only one.
Skewed View 3D, who is here. Oh, just right there. There you go. He's in Sarasota.
Sarasota.
There's a few of us. There's a few of us Floridians here. So if you feel like making the trek up, Gainesville Maker Faire, February 24th, I will be there. And I almost did it again. A Skewed View 3D will be there. I don't know why I keep wanting to leave that view out of there. You know what? Just change your whole name. Drop the view so that I'm coming.
I'm James.
If you like the look of the Robo R1, you should check out Unlikely Creators. He does some interesting skits with his R1 that's along the lines of Darth Vader. I'll have to check that out. The NASA guy made it look like the same printer, only tall and skinny. Oh, okay. Well, as long as he didn't
Mess it
as long as
up.
he didn't go messing up. It's a cool looking printer. I love the fact that it kind of reminds me of an R2D2, and that's why we chose to print an R2D2 on it. As soon as I can get the bed leveling figured out.
Yeah, Dad figured it out.
Oh, that just totally messed with me. I just watched you walk up behind me, but yet you're sitting next to me. Whew, this delay kills me.
I am a go.
Da-da-da.
No.
What are your thoughts of a briefcase style 3D printer? I might know somebody that's working on something like that.
What?
I can't say.
Why? I am your
I'm
psychic.
going to try to make. When is the Jacksonville Makers Faire? I didn't even know there was one in. Gainesville is February 24th. And then Miami is April 7th and 8th. Yeah, I didn't know Jacksonville had a Makers Faire. We're not that far from, only like about 3.5 hours.
Hi.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know if I'm gonna do anything more on this tonight. I might now just sit and chit chat.
Did that.
I didn't really have intentions on that thing being done tonight, but talk to Chaos Core Tech. He originally did everything as R1 if you need help with the bed level. Well, Matt, did you know that Mario here in our chat, it's me, Mario. Mario Garcia actually works for Robo. That's why I have that printer, is because of Mario. So as soon as he came in, I bombarded him. I'm like, dude, you got to help me with the bed leveling. It's just so, I've never worked with a printer with the switches. And somebody will have to educate me what those switches are called, please.
It's called switches.
End stops. Dual end stops? Those are Z end stops, right?
They're called switches.
So, but you
has-
spill that, and there's
has
going
no-
to be
There's no water in
there's
it.
going to be doo-doo to pay.
There's no water in it.
There won't be if you spill it. Hold on, I might give it a hike. Really? You'd come to the Gainesville one? That would be awesome. Dude, that would blow my mind if you
For
showed up
who?
there. It's only a mini Maker Faire, though. That's a long trek for you for
For
just a mini Maker Faire. But, you know, I mean, hey, you be you, and I won't be sorry if you show up. I mean, unless you're like an a-hole in person. It's definitely getting late. I'm really tired.
who?
It's
Yeah.
been a really, really rough week. The job that I'm
glad
working
it's
on.
over.
The job that I'm working on currently, I'm doing the masonry takeoff on it, and it ended up to be like 220,000 block. So it's going to be about a $2.5 million job, which will be
So glad.
awesome.
the
That's more
week
than
is
half my budget
over.
for the year. And it's only the beginning of February. Jacksonville Mini Maker Faire is April 7th and 18th. I assume that's supposed to be 7th and 8th. That's a terrible weekend. That's when Miami's is. I call them limit switch. Yes, dual end stops. Okay. Da, 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 da. It's been a good night, guys. I had a really good time. I toned down the Nightbot so he wasn't popping in there, which nobody really asked. Maybe the Nightbot fixed it, but if you're looking to find us anywhere else, we are pretty much Fun King 3D everywhere. Obviously here at YouTube, Twitter, and if you want to reach out to us, I encourage
He
it.
likes Twitter.
If you have specific questions about a video, in the comment section is really the best place so that we can keep that
But he likes
conversation
the
rolling,
Twitter.
and it helps the ratings on YouTube. But yeah, if you want to reach out to us, otherwise Twitter is definitely the place to go. If you reach out to me on Facebook, you're actually now going to get an automated message telling you that I may not get back to you right away, and I'm telling you I may not get back to you right away. I really hate Facebook. Unfortunately, through the years, I've surrounded myself with people who I guess, are very negative. They want to talk politics all the time, and I got sucked into it around election time, and I just decided I had enough. So I'm very careful with who I let onto my Twitter feed now. But yeah,
I
Twitter.
thought it was on Facebook.
No, Facebook is where all the negativity is, so I protect my Twitter so that I don't get the negativity on Twitter. So pretty much I only associate with 3D printing people. And if you're a 3D printing person and you post political or hateful stuff, then I end up like just muting you. Yes. No, sorry, it's April 7th, 2015. Well, I think we missed that one. There's been other Maker Fairs in the area that maybe only happened once or whatever, and then they didn't happen again. Because I scanned it one time. I didn't even know about the Gainesville one. It was one of the guys from the group that reached out to me and invited us to come and exhibit, which as an introvert, it's I have a lot of anxiety about it, but I think it'll be okay. I get to talk to people about 3D printing, and that's all we're doing. We're just going to raise awareness of 3D printing. We're not there to necessarily push it as Fun King or whatever. It's just so that we can go and talk to people about 3D printing.
I'm 30 and I helped my dad in a family business since 1998. Bought him out 4 years ago. When it's a hobby, it can be fun together, but as
Your business, it gets boring
gets
pretty
boring.
quick. Stick it out, Xander. Good luck.
Huh?
He's saying don't give up on Xander's thing Thursdays.
Oh.
We started, I know some of you might know this, some of you may never watched our trailer, but we started this. I wanted to get into 3D printing, and Xander's not a very hands-on makey type of kid. And honestly, him and I we didn't really have anything in common that we like to do together for many, many years. You know, he started to get older and didn't like to do the like the building of the house and, the hands-on work stuff. And, so when 3D printing came along to kind of trick him into it, for lack of better terms, I said to him, hey, if this takes off, maybe we'll start a YouTube channel. Well, we ended up starting the YouTube channel before we even got our first printer because he was so excited about being on YouTube, which is awesome. So, and he hasn't really taken to the 3D printing. For some reason, he doesn't find the fact that one moment you can not have this, and the next moment you have this. Because everybody
doesn't take like that. It's like...
Oh, yes, I know, because you just stand so impatiently next to the printer waiting on it. Usually prints while you're sleeping. So, but I don't know. I want him to keep going because... One, it gives him good experience. He wants to start a gaming YouTube channel, and he just doesn't. He doesn't have the camera time. And I'm going to tell you something else about Xander. When we film a Xander's Thing Thursday, we talk between us to come up with what he's going to say. And if you watch him, you can tell when he's making it up off the cuff versus when he's rehearsed it. He will do the rehearsal perfectly. And as soon as I click the record button to shoot it, he like da 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 da. Just I don't like the record button's hooked to him. I don't know. It's like all of a sudden he panics that it's going to be on, and then he's very hard on himself if he messes up, which is stupid because we can just retake it, or I can use it as an outtake, whatever. Somewhere in there, Rover had gotten silenced. Where was that? Did somebody get that?
Which one is the proof,
We're going to get
Xander
our
or
name
the
and designs
trophy?
out. Yeah, show them. That's fine. I mean, it's not that I'm not going to promote Fun King, but I just really want to go and talk about 3D printing. It's not a business to me.
James just said, which one is the poop, Xander or the trophy?
Well, Xander smells more like poop than the trophy. All right, stop.
Give him that pillow again. Xander should have a Twitch gaming channel. That is what Twitch is made for.
Well, that's probably where he's going to end up, but...
Yeah. Pays better. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, Matt got him. Xander just now got a headset, a gamer headset with a microphone for playing Fortnite, and it was a hard decision. His mom and I took over a week to finally decide to let him do it. Not because we're afraid of Xander himself, but sometimes he says things that give a little bit too much personal information away, which is scary. And it's a known fact that when you are around people that talk a certain way, you begin to talk that way. And there's not great language in that game. So James said, I am poop. You're Canadian poop, James. At least the trophy wasn't sent in. Well, that's, Matt, that's because nobody will make my chocolate / dog poop smelling mystery filament. They both look the same, they smell different, and you don't know which one you're getting when you order it.
Yes, Fortnite, you do it.
Yes, he plays Fortnite. I play once in a while, but he plays a lot, so.
And you stink at this.
Mr. Carell Science, my 4-year-old loves watching Xander. He tells me to click ads so Xander will get money. Elliot, my son, says, keep making videos. That is awesome. That's why we're here. That means the world to me right there. Matt, how I do it. Matt's daughter loves Xander too, loves watching Xander. So, and it was really fun when they met in person, just the look on her face, she was kind of dumbfounded that there was Xander. Yeah. And then I was playing his theme song, which was really funny, but. James from Print and Play is headed to bed.
Thanks for the
Cat
13
had us
cents.
up at 4 a.m. last night. I'm sorry about that, James. I hope that your kitties are getting better. That's definitely important.
Thank you for
and yes,
the 13
thank you for the super chat, brother. It's always appreciated. What do girls Xander's age think about 3D printing? Girls like gifts. Well, it's funny you should ask that, Mario, because there's a girl from his class that pops into the chat. She was actually in here earlier tonight, and she asks Xander all kinds of questions. And we did actually sent a little Makey robot for Xander, brought it to her at school. So make Pooch do it. What was that in reference to, Chris? I'm sorry. All right, Print and Play. John Max back in. My 8-year-old daughter gets a kick out of seeing a kid closer to her age doing videos about 3D printing. See, there you go. You're an inspiration. I try to tell Thomas, if you guys haven't checked out Thomas at Arduino Makes, he's Xander's age. He ripped Xander off is what he did. He has Thingiverse Thursday, and
we would have done that.
He kind of does the same thing that Xander does, so definitely check him out. He's fun to watch too. His video, you have to go back and watch the old stuff versus the new stuff too. It's fun to have watched him grow through this, but Xander is an influence to people, and I tried to explain that to him, but the poop filament. Oh, yeah. Well, I was trying to get like Protoposter or somebody to pick it up, somebody that does scented filaments, but like it has to be exactly the same color though, and you just order brown. It could even be called like mystery brown, which is funny in itself. I said though, when we shot that thing Thursday with this guy, the biggest poop joke that we missed was at the end. Xander should have said, well, I'm pooped, I'm out. We could have had 20 minutes of poop jokes. But my wife kept spinning out of control. I kept going to her and going, all right, how far is too far? Oh. I'm going to mute because I'm going to cough.
Okay.
If I can find the mouse.
He coughed.
I got to get my mute button hooked back up on my hotbox. Ever since I moved it to the new computer, it's not set up. And for anybody out there that is one of my Patreons, The new hot box is being worked on, and I should have some information being released on version 4 here pretty soon, and it's sweet.
Version 4.
Version 4.
Version 4.
I'm actually looking at having professional PC boards made for it this time.
Xander, reprint the trophy using wood, then get fox hunting scented lure. The wood will absorb it and act like an air freshener, slowly releasing the smell. Oh.
But what does fox hunting scented lure taste like? Or smell like?
Tastes like what the?
Well, I mean, this tastes like chocolate ice cream.
Look. Did you seriously lick that?
No, I didn't seriously like that.
I would throw that away if you liked it.
I told you, Rover, I can't. It would take more hardware than what it does. All that thing acts like is a keyboard. I'd have to put an MP3 player on it. Or figure out how to make the... But I'm not sure how that's better than me coughing.
We've been doing this for 3 hours.
Oh, yeah, we're now 2 minutes over time.
No, 1, because we said 12:01.
Okay, so we're 1 minute over.
Yeah.
So, and the amazing part is there's still 30 of you guys in here watching us, and that
Amazing.
that just blows my mind. It blows my mind that you guys want to hang out in here and it's fun. So Shirley would not want to taste it, but you'd get your poop scented filament. Oh. I could just have the cat pee on it.
Ew.
Oh, yes.
Shirley would not want to taste it, but you'd get your poop scented.
Lots of engagement too, or something very worse. Yes, listen to John. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, because there's only 18 thumbs up and there's 31 people watching, so just take a second and click that thumb. Even if you don't like it, click the thumb. It helps.
But if they click a thumb, they can click the thumbs down.
That's fine. That's still engagement.
It's a thumb.
The only way that hurts is if you have an excessive number of thumbs down and very few thumbs up. Like if it's ratioed the other way, that's what you don't like. But
I just don't like it at all.
See you at 12:05. It's only 9 p.m. here. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not here. But I mean, I guess if we were in if we were on the West Coast, we'd have to start earlier, which wouldn't really work out. We'd end up starting later, and then it would be really late here. So I guess it works. And then like when we do the Friday night 3D printing community hangout, we have Martin from Iceland.
It's like
3 o'clock in the morning when we start. And stop calling me Shirley. Oh, that's a great movie too.
Okay, now we're 3 minutes after.
Okay. I'm just still reading.
Bye.
Maker Muse said the algae filament smelled pretty awful. Really? I have some of that. I haven't printed it yet, but I was actually pretty excited about filament made from algae because algae is like so renewable. Like so renewable you can't stop it from happening. But I don't own a 3D printer, so watching you guys is how I get my fix. But I almost have the wife talked into getting one. Well, that's awesome. It can, depending again on how hands-on you are and how knowledgeable you are and how tinkerish you are, you can get them fairly cheap. I want to say you can pick up an A8 for about $120. So it's only as expensive as you want it to be. What really starts to kill you is when when you can become a content creator, but no, when you start buying a lot of filament.
Yeah.
So
the filaments are expensive.
I try to buy like one roll of filament per paycheck, so I get paid weekly. So very weekly. Would you stop that?
No.
You hit me one more time, I'll push you off that stool.
Oh my god. not on the stool.
Cutting video today for printing with Matter Hackers filament and went foobar because of a printer glitch. Well, that's like working with children. You know what they say? Never work with children or 3D printers.
Hey!
Only takes about 1.5 years. Yeah, my wife's still not
Happy?
I've asked her multiple times if any. I mean, she listens to me and takes interest in what I'm doing, but I don't know if you guys seen on Twitter recently, but there was they printed like 2 or 3 layers and then laid a piece of material over it and then printed like studs and scales and stuff for wearable stuff. That kind of intrigued her, but yeah. Remember when they came out with Harry Potter, jelly beans, puke, vomit, fart, etc., but never came out with those filaments? Please never.
What did I miss?
Yeah, but it's a 50-50 shot. You could get chocolate scented or dog poop.
What did I miss?
Right here, Mario.
Remember when they came out with Harry Potter?
So cancel on FT5 and trying again on CR10. I buy 4 rolls a week. Yeah, I don't have that kind of funding, John. Hello, Cyber Dustin. Good
Hi.
evening. Wow, it's like morning for us. Careful. Your video is demonetized for sure now. Well, the whole channel will be demonetized before too long.
Yeah.
50 something thousand. Was it 55? I don't know. Right around 50,000 more minutes of watch time, and we're in like Flynn, for a year.
Wait.
Anyone print a rubber stamp with 3D printer and TPU? Yeah, somebody that was just on Twitter. Some kids did it using the Morphe app. They were printing their own stamps.
I need to fix it. Okay, I fixed it.
Adam, that is exactly how I convinced my wife that I was going to buy one. For like 3 months, I kept saying, I could 3D print that. I could 3D print that. And then she was just tired of it, and she let me buy a printer. But in fairness, I bought the Prusa, which was $700 at the time, and then not even 2 weeks later, I ordered the Anet A8 for 160 something or 170 bucks.
So we spent $170.
Yeah, that part spun her out of control.
And the first few times
Michael said my inventory costs about $5,000 a month for regular vinyl printing. But now, are you doing that as a hobby or is that a business? I mean, are you making income off of that? Because this is not. This is. But in Xander's case, never work with parents or brothers.
Mhm. They always stink at Fortnite. Especially this kid.
Shalom said, all right, we're going to have to start doing some female character weapons and stuff because I'm looking at her stats. And only 2.1% of our viewers are female. Yeah, I don't have very many female viewers either. A video link on how to undemonetize a video. Why would you want to undemonetize a video? We want to monetize everything. Is there a way I can get in with AIO? I don't know what you mean as far as get in with them, but I just reached out to them originally through their website, just through their contact on their website. I mean, if you want to be a name dropper, you can say that you work with me. You have a channel and you do collaborations with me. I don't know if it'll help or not. I don't really know how I developed that relationship, but I don't think that I have the kind of relationship where I can say, hey, can you help this guy out too? Because again, I feel that I owe them so much. they've just been nothing but awesome to me. That's my job. Okay, that's to Michael. Yeah, no, as soon as I can figure out how to make money off of this, I will. But as of right now, I'm either too dumb or too lazy. I'm not sure which one it is. So
Both.
you're gonna be homeless.
What? What did I do? I paid for the roof.
Remonetize, I should have said. Okay, yeah, remonetize is definitely a. Actually, what I find helps tremendously. Xander has a potty mouth every time that he says "Fun King 3D." You can imagine what that comes up with in the closed captioning. And I find that if one of his videos goes demonetized, which they haven't lately, so maybe YouTube finally is learning. But if I go in and correct all of the closed captioning, it remonetizes relatively quickly, even without the 1,000 view review.
What is the point of the stream anymore?
I remember thinking I could print that. This was before I even seen a 3D printer, and I remember thinking that I could probably 3D print durable sewing thread. Yeah. I don't know if you could get by with that.
I wish I could 3D print some food right now.
Well, you could, but it wouldn't be edible. So.
But still, I would like some edible food. I am hungry.
Oh yeah, John, it was actually Matt that picked it up first. He had said something about Xander having a potty mouth when you watch him on.
Yeah,
So I had to
Matt.
start watching. I had to start watching Xander's closed captions.
Yeah, that was Matt.
That's all he needed was more stuff to do with every one of his videos. So, oh, it was Jen.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, and then I want to say it's the word thing. Like one of his videos, every time that he said thing, it made it something different. Same with his name. You know, hey everybody, everybody, I'm Xander. It's Xander or
I'm Colonel Sanders.
yeah. Please stop doing that with the stool.
Fine.
That makes tremendous amount of noise downstairs.
Oh, that does.
Yes. Now I have an empty bottle. I can do this.
I swear, you do that one more time.
What? You're gonna what? Move
I'm
out?
gonna get it.
All right.
Where is
Well, I think this thread is, or this stream is starting to derail pretty horribly. The only thing that when you work for yourself, you only work half days. Doesn't matter which 12 you work. Joel 3D printing nerd quitting his job at Adobe. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of have the freedom to work when I want, as much as I want. Not necessarily as little as I want, because the job has to get done. But I spend my eight paid hours or more in that chair every day. So I guess it just depends on your work ethic. I think even Joel being now self-employed, being a full-time content creator, he's going to work 24 hours a day. I mean, he already is. So, and what really blew my mind, I don't know if he said it in the regular video or the after 5, but he's been fighting migraine headaches for months, and I get them too, so I empathize with him. And he said that ever since he gave his notice over at Adobe, he hasn't had another migraine. So that just blows my mind too. Did not derail till you started streaming from the bathtub. Oh, no, I'm not going to take my camera to the bathtub.
Nope.
That's a Joe Mike thing. He has the patent on that. In fact, if you stream from the bathtub, you immediately lose all monetization on the video, and it goes to him.
Good morning, 6:15 a.m. 3D Gusner.
Hey, Gusner. Well, I'm glad we could be on late enough for you to get up and see us.
What if Xander made more than his dad on his gaming channel? Who would be the boss, me?
Well, he's going to be the boss of his gaming channel anyway. It's his.
No, it's like if I make more money than you.
But I won't have anything to do with the gaming channel other than editing, and he's going to have to pay me to do that. So.
No, I'll edit. I can edit, I think.
I overslept the stream. That's all right. I mean, it was a good stream. We
think
were
we're
chit chatting,
I
and
think-
yeah, we are about done now. So,
A few trolls.
yeah, we officially got our first troll, and not just one. We got
Two.
there was like 3 or 4 of them in there. That Mario,
That Mario
he was a troll. You don't come in and talk about crashing airplanes into the towers. That's just not acceptable. So.
You want me to sing you a song? No.
Yeah, we don't need another Mario in here. We got the best Mario
Yes,
already.
we got the best Mario.
And there he is, right there.
Yeah.
Hey Glenn, you did predict that we would see you beat Xander. Maybe you can do a Patreon thing where everyone bets through Patreon when you will first hit Xander. The closest gets a part of the donation. Oh my God, I think that's gambling. So I don't think we could really get away with that because we don't have a gambling license. But I mean, we could just if people want to see it, they could just go to Patreon and support us, and I'll just start beating them.
It's like the Patreon only. Well, no, I'm dying. It's like the Patreon only live streams.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll only beat him on Patreon.
Xander's income could overshadow his dad.
You can definitely edit, Xander. Look, you are already 3D printing. I got news for you. Editing is easier than, I don't know. It's not that editing is hard for me. It just takes so much time.
It takes
So, and what Sean Connolly does for Joel just blows my mind because, I shoot the video, so I already have an idea what I'm going to do when I get
I don't
it to
think he's able to sleep either.
Well, when I get it to the editing, when I get it to the cutting room floor, I already have an idea what I'm going to do. If you've never seen it before, you got to sit and watch all of the footage, and I know you can watch it fast, and then figure out what you're going to do. So, Xander's income could overshadow his dad. I pray for that. I pray for that every day.
Yeah.
I would love to see him make tenfold what I make.
Huh?
I have no problem with that.
Hey, let me get a Twitch account.
Yeah, you're not going to make it on Twitch. I don't think, I mean, I know that you can't really make it on YouTube anymore. It's not the same that it used to be. Are there people that are making huge money on Twitch?
I think so.
That's really concerning. Typically 1 in 100 migraine sufferers are male, and only 1 in 100 people suffer from migraine. Meaning 2 other would be rare. Well, actually, Rennie, who was in here earlier, him and his wife both suffer from migraines, and their migraines are, I want to say, weather pressure induced. I think he said it was a really odd. His trigger was really odd. Mine is generally lack of sleep, and if I'm tired and I come from a bright outside into a very dark inside, it'll trigger it. So. You do it. What do you use to edit? Adobe Audition, Adobe Premiere, and sometimes After Effects. That's exactly the set of tools that I use. Looking for a word as good morning, good evening. You can use all the time. Aloha.
Good day. Aloha, yeah.
Howdy. Sup. There's lots of words you could use. Good morning. Good. How does it go? Good morning, and if I don't see you, good afternoon and good night. That's from the movie Truman Show. Forget about making it, Glenn. That's not the point. You're right. No, that's not what we're here for. It's just a happy bonus at the end. So, but Xander, it's all about the money and the prize. That's what I said. He's very prize driven. So, I mean, to me, you guys, all of you guys are the prize. You guys are what drives me to continue to do
Barkley
this.
says he makes more over on Twitch than he streams there.
Yeah, but he streams more on Twitch than he does.
So, yeah. I think I would be streaming.
So, Joel is on Twitch. Not very often, but yeah, he is.
Do you believe the Earth is flat? No.
Oh, yeah. All right, Chris. Well, thanks for hanging out with us tonight, buddy. And I promise I will get to that E10 very soon. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
No. Boot boy.
That message was really directed to Xander, so Xander, keep producing content. Yeah.
Which one?
That message where he said, I thought he was talking about, like, you know, making the money wasn't what it was about.
Oh.
But he's telling you to keep on keeping on.
Okay.
It's not about the candy in the Maker box. Oh, it's definitely about the candy in the Maker box. At least for them guys. I do love me some Maker box. I haven't mentioned Maker box tonight. Thanks for bringing that up. If you're looking to get Maker box, there's a link in the description below. It is an affiliate link. It costs you nothing additional, but it does help me to earn free Maker box. Sorry, that was my commercial. I can't believe I hadn't mentioned Maker box all night. Those guys, Nick and Kevin, and now of course Printed Solid is involved with it, and yeah, they're all just a good bunch of people. So, wait, everybody's like, "Good night, Chris. Good night, Chris. Thanks for stealing the chat, Chris." Same text, same time. Oh, we're jinxing in the chat now. Pen, pineapple, apple, pen.
What?
That's that song. Yeah.
And Boot Boy over here asked, "Do you believe the Earth is flat?"
Are you making fun of him? Maybe he believes that.
No.
Maybe the Earth is flat.
No. No. What's wrong with you?
Jonas
More games.
Sifomore? I don't know how to say your last name. Those are some weird questions. Are you a bot or are you a human? I already have Maker box, but it's good but expensive. Shipping to... Oh, yeah. I assume, watching making that that you're getting the every other month to at least save. Everything is so expensive to Australia. I don't know how you guys do it. It's so expensive. I love the Truman Show. I used to fantasize as a child that the whole world was watching me like a... Oh, crap, everybody. Mario's on to us. He knows.
What?
Red alert, red alert.
What?
He said he used to fantasize that the world was watching him like a grand conspiracy.
Oh, okay.
Wait, well, that would blow your mind if you found out that was true, wouldn't it?
Where's my wash?
Oh, I think we have some bots or some trolls in here again. Where's my washroom? I don't know. I hope it's nearby if you need it. I'm real, no robot, yes.
What?
I'm not really sure. Yeah, bi-monthly. Shut it down, shut it down. Find him now.
Xander, how good/bad do you think Zach and Glenn represented your Thursday video? Well, bad that
Well, no,
they
Gusner doesn't know, so Gusner doesn't know the story. He wasn't in here.
Oh, well, then never mind.
No, go ahead and answer the question.
Well, bad because they probably messed it up. And second...
All right, well, there's the first inkling is he didn't even watch it. So he doesn't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Xander is at the point where he is a little bit burnt out and he doesn't want to do Xander's Thing Thursdays anymore. He told me he hates 3D printing and all
No,
3D
I
printing
didn't.
people smell.
No, I didn't.
He said that all 3D printing people are idiot. No.
No, what?
He's burnt out. He, I don't know, 23 weeks of doing it. You know, I said the worst part, the part that upsets me the most is he spends like an hour filming, and then I spend 3 hours editing and uploading and making thumbnails, and he doesn't take that into consideration. He doesn't show me any love for that. So, but I don't know if he's gonna go on hiatus for a little bit, or if I'll just beat him into it, or.
Hello, chat.
Thank you, Matt. Please do.
Yeah. GamerX, hello. Boot Boy, Nightcore is a sin. Never listen to Nightcore. Okay.
Oh, this is fun.
This is
It might not be candy, but my dad would buy me ice cream when I was a kid working for him. Now I buy him ice cream when he comes in to yank my chain. Xander hates ice cream.
Yeah, I do.
My kids are, well, in a nutshell, they're spoiled. They don't go without. If I could show you the inside of that playroom over there, it would blow your mind how many toys that my kids have. I won't get into why, but because these streams always end up going down. But I do spoil my kids. So it's not that he goes without, and I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have spoiled him. Maybe I should make him work harder. But I don't want him to grow up with the attitude that everything is always going to be given to him. And even when he was a kid, people always gave him stuff. And I don't mind people giving my kids stuff. I love people giving me stuff. I love people giving my kids stuff even more, And but I don't want him to think that he's going to go and get a paycheck for not working. I want him to have a good work ethic, and this is kind of where I start with all of that. He doesn't have to try in school. He's very smart. He's a straight A student. You are a straight A student, right?
Yes.
So there's a couple iffies in there this year. But yeah, he's always been a straight A student, but he doesn't have to try. He just does the work, and it's all fine. But I don't want him to go through life thinking that he's always going to just skate by, that it's always just going to come to him naturally. I don't want him to ever stop pushing. If you automatically just get 100, why not push to 110? And that's, I have a good work ethic. Him not so much. So that's kind of that's where it kills me that he wants to quit. He recently quit the Scouts. He was at the point of going to Boy Scouts, and he was burnt out, and he just quit. He played football for 1 year, didn't like it. He quit. I don't know. Maybe it's bad of me to let him quit. Maybe I should be the jerk father and make him do stuff that he hates. But the other thing that kills me is Fun King 3D. It's us. It's a him and I thing, and it has been ever since it started. And then all of a sudden he's like, "Well, I don't want to do Xander Thing Thursdays anymore," and it feels like it's not him and I anymore. That it's just me. Stop hitting me.
Make me. Ow.
Oh, right down the stairs. That. When I did that to your brother at the end of the video the other night, it was pretty funny.
Oh,
all right,
help.
get a little help.
You broke my legs.
Push your life alert button.
You broke my legs. I'm going to try to get down the stairs.
It looks like we need a little house cleaning. I don't really know what's going on here.
What?
Oh, look, we just got to watch me push you off the stool. That was so funny.
Oh, that hurt. Apparently these people enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, it's funny me pushing you down. Yeah, if you guys watched this Xander's Thing Thursday, when I did the joke at the end, and I
Don't you dare.
I took Zach and I went like this. Well, I practiced that. Like, like I had just read the joke and I did that to him, but he didn't know it was coming. And the look on his face was so much better, but I wasn't running the camera at the time. That's why at the end of the video, he's like, because he knows it's coming. So, what about Xander's monthly 3D design or something along those lines? You caught Joel's eye with your robot. Yeah, except for he hasn't really designed anything else since.
No.
I can't get him to try Fusion 360. Please stop with that stool. That's so loud downstairs. Oh, my spleen. My spleen! I'd say you're doing a fine job parenting. Sad to hear you quit Scouts. I got my Eagle with only hours to spare, and it taught me so much responsibility. Well, I think the biggest problem with Scouts, he was kind of the poster child of our pack. So it was like every event, he had to be there. He had to always be the one to volunteer. He had to, he was always the one with the perfect uniform and all the badges, and it just got to be a lot. And Xander's mom and I got very heavily into being the active parents and stuff, and eventually we became leaders and stuff, and it did get to be too much. And then there was a lot of internal politics, and so yes, I was sad that he's not going to follow into Boy Scouts, but it's understandable. He did it from Tiger all the way up to to where he was going into Boy Scouts. So, and he didn't like football because the coaches yelled at him all the time. They yelled at everybody.
They were mean.
They weren't. They were coaches. That's what coaches do.
They were mean.
Did you have a nice trip, Xander?
Well, if it were like a luxurious plane and stuff, yeah, it would have been fine. But no, it had to crash land.
Fusion 360 is awesome. I'm having a hard time with Fusion 360 because I've been using Rhino 3D for so long, and then I get into Fusion, and this is Autodesk, and I realize they give it to us for free, but I tried to emboss some lettering into a thing that I'm working on, and it wouldn't let me, and come to find out it's a bug in the software, and it's like, it's just certain fonts. But the Fun King font and stuff like that just drives me crazy. I could go into Rhino and knock it out in minutes, and yet, because I'm trying to teach myself Fusion, I just have problems, so.
Do you believe robots will
I somewhat agree, but your stinky, I don't know what stinky is, but is that like stinky with a burp in the middle?
I don't know. Do you believe robots will wipe out the human race?
Let's go back to the more important stuff. Like, I grew up in a household with limited resources. With that said, I never went without. I never missed a meal, and even though didn't get everything I wanted, we were always grateful for what we had. And Mario, that's exactly the type of environment I grew up in. My father worked hard his whole life, always physical labor. He was a painter, a carpenter, that kind of stuff. And but no, there was always food on the table and Christmas presents under the tree and stuff. I fortunately, at the point in life when we had Xander, I was much more financially comfortable than I am now, but due to dumb spending, I'm not anymore. But Xander would get everything he wanted. Every time we were in a store, I'd buy him a toy. And to preface this story, for those of you who don't know, we lost my wife's daughter in Hurricane Charlie in 2004. It was a traffic accident related to the hurricane. So I don't really want to go further than that because then the stream spiraled downward. But because of that loss and him being my first child, he was very, very spoiled. And then everything that he ever got has now been passed down to Zach. So no, neither one of these two go without. But a few months ago, I asked about things I could 3D print for my 4-year-old, and Xander said to print his rocket ship. I remember that. Elliot pulls it out and shows it to everyone. This is my rocket that Xander made.
Do you believe robots will wipe out the human race?
Yeah, if we continue to
yeah.
if we continue to try to make them smart, they will.
Yeah.
Nightbot got somebody.
It was that Minecraft guy. That's why I don't know
Yep, you can do the font outlines in Illustrator, import into Fusion, and do the emboss, just an extra step. Yeah, I was thinking about doing the same thing, John, through just in Rhino. Just export it out of Rhino and stick it in there. Just kind of stinks that I have to.
Use this guy. The
Nice,
Timed
timed out again.
for 120 seconds.
I want to see what he's saying. Oh, because he typed in all caps, that's why. But, yeah. So, that's why it's good to have moderators.
Yeah.
Sports isn't about feelings, it's about winning. And they did, too. They took it all the way to the end, to their, oh, I can't say the SB, because then I have to pay royalties. The big game. And they ended up losing by 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good game, but the team that they played, they were cheaters. There was some really, really farcy plays out there. They were like targeting the kids and stuff. It was just messed up. And that's not coming from a losing dad. I didn't care one way or the other. I thought it was just amazing that they made it that far. So, but maybe Xander will like Blender 3D. That is actually something where I'm going soon, and maybe possibly, yes, get him into it, because you're right, for video games, that's a good place to start modeling for video games.
What is it?
Blender.
Blender?
I actually recently got Vicky, help me out, Matt, is it TGAW, TGAW? I recently got her Blender book, so... my dad is 65 and still humping 10 to 12 hours a day as a mason. Still, wow. I work with masons. That's the main thing that my company does, and let me tell you, that's a hard job. So I mean, hats off to you and your dad there.
Yeah.
So.
TGAW.
Skynet will be our demise. Yeah, Skynet was almost our demise, at least in the ANET world. Xander, I made a video of printing your rocket just because of Xander Thing Thursday. Look at that. Yep. Have you watched those videos of other people printing your rocket?
No.
See, he's just you'd rather play video games. So, really, we're gonna go again?
I'll move over here.
Xander, why don't you try Xander's Thursday twice a month for the moment? Guess reading script isn't easy. I won't let him read a script anymore, Gusner. I make him, like, we do it in short blurbs, but he's got to figure out what he's going to say and say it. He hasn't been reading anything for quite a while. We were teleprompting it, but it was just straight up reading. So, what are you doing?
I found this on the ground.
Yeah, I threw it on the ground.
Oh.
Yep, TGAW, TGAW. I hope I'm not missing anything. How is the ANET E12 printing now? Actually, I'm fairly impressed with it. I'm trying to think what did I just knock off of that? Oh, this little black Makey. It's just going to be almost impossible for you to see. That came off of the E12, and the only thing that I seen is a little bit in the armpits, like the base of the arm, a little bit of saggy, but otherwise he turned out pretty good. I mean, even the M looks good, and I don't know if you can see that, but the Makey on the back. So it still has issues, but now is when I'm going to start to turn the tables on that printer and teach it a lesson and tweak it and tune it, and I wanted to get everything shot as far as taking it out of the box, putting it together, initial tuning, initial print, and fine tuning as though it was my first printer and I'd never really worked, like just as a true tutorial. And so now I'll start to monkey it and show people what it takes to really. But I think that it has the potential of being a good printer. I just really hate Bowden setup. So, and honestly, their hot end isn't great. So I know that it's a direct ripoff of the CR10, but which means that chances are the Micro Swiss Full metal hot end will fit on there too, but so far so good. But I didn't tell you that. That's coming up in a later video.
It is?
Da, da, da.
Oh, no, this band-aid fell off. Okay.
Xander, you should stick with your show maybe every other week and give Boy Scouts a shot. It's way better than Cubs, and you go at your pace.
Nope. No.
Stop.
No, please
Stop.
don't. Nope.
It's late. Xander's going to get to that point where he gets really annoying now.
No.
Anytime we film video and he's tired, I end up editing half of it out because he's really annoying. Wait, you had an issue with Skynet firmware? No, that was a joke. I've never run Skynet firmware. It was just a joke.
Just a joke, man.
Send link to Xander. I can get up and turn on a light myself. Yes, you need to shave his armpits. I'm not sure what that means, but your feed must be like 10 seconds ahead of mine. Shout out the current time down to the second. I don't have the second. All right. At the tone, the time will be 12:42 and 30 seconds. Dude! Wow, how did you guys get me to go 42 minutes over? God, you're killing me. That's how much I love you guys. Eagles or Pats? Oh, I don't even talk. Don't mention the NFL, and don't.
Can I say my team?
Do not say SB, or I could lose monetization on this video, and that's not a joke. They really are.
Really?
They are really that crazy about that. You have to call it the big game.
But can I still say the name of the team?
No, I don't want to talk about football.
Okay.
Somebody go try YouTube.com. Actually, you shouldn't even have to put the C in there. You can just do YouTube.com/a skewed view 3D, all one word. Somebody try that link and see if it works. Think we locked in a custom URL proper. Awesome. Shave armpits on the mini-bot. And if I was a 3D printer, think I'll transfer to mono prices, hot and extruder to new printer. When and if I win a... Robert, it blows my mind, as many contests as you've entered, that you haven't won something yet. Because we keep talking. Yeah, you guys keep asking me stuff. And he typed, then Glenn said it on my end. My AM8 is producing some decent results. Hello, Shane. Yeah, it's my own fault. I've procrastinated putting it together, and there's still, I got to get some certain screws and nuts and bolts for it and stuff. The screws coming up through the bed for the belt tensioner are way too long. But I'm really hoping to have good results out of it. The other thing, and I think I said this earlier, but and I don't know where that T-nut went to now, but if you're going to do this, don't buy the square nuts, buy the T-nuts, but don't buy, here it is, don't buy cheap T-nuts. And you guys aren't going to be able to see this, but there's like, I don't know when they ground this down or whatever, but there's like a flange sticking up here. And this was in the frame already, and it would not lock into place because they're made so poorly. So I ended up having to, I've just thrown them away. I haven't even, first I started trying to cut that little hang off of there, but now I just throw them away and use a different one. It's not worth saving the money to buy. I bought them out of China, and it took like a month to get here. And not saying that the ones from Amazon would have been any better, but at least then, you know, I could have sent them back, so. I get a monkey, his page not available. It may not have... it may take a little while to propagate. It may not be instantly available. I can't remember. I think I had to wait a little while for mine to work too. Ah, that's some tasty beverage. Back to the drawing board. There's still 30 people in here watching. You guys are insane.
Oh my god.
This is gonna be like a telethon. All right, well, guys, we're gonna stay as long as you guys are willing to watch, and
we'll be here for a while.
we'll be here until one of our batteries goes dead in the microphone, which actually that could likely happen pretty soon.
That will likely happen.
Nope, I still got good juice. Darn you, Duracell. For now, I can't get it back on my belt. Woo. I'm not here. If everyone I send links to would click, I might win. Well, Rower, I post your link as often as I can. Like, you know, it always gives you that where you hit to share on Twitter and it comes up, and then I paste your link into that tweet and send it out. And then I usually let people know that it's for you to win and not for me. Some people feel that I don't need any more 3D printers. I don't know what kind of hogwash that is. Although it feels like it's Groundhog Day all over again. Some of us, it's 4 in the afternoon. Yeah. Well, for us, it's almost 1 in the morning. Maybe Glenn doesn't need Duracell. Well, if my mic went dead, I'd have a reason to kill this. I don't know. I wonder. You know, I always wonder how I watched Angus Maker's Muse his stream earlier, and he's like, "All right, guys, well that's it. I'm gonna wrap it up. See ya," and he just goes. And I'm like, that just feels so dirty. I mean, there's now 31 of you guys in here. I mean, I haven't even done anything in like 48 minutes. Well, except for push Xander down to the floor.
Never do that again. No, I swear.
Oh my god, I have an issue with saying Fun King in my video. I'm just looking at the CC now for our live stream. Yeah, you have to be very careful and say it Fun King. If you say it too quickly, YouTube doesn't really understand it. And I think maybe it's learning with me, like it's picking it up more and more, but maybe Glenn can trust that his son won't leave the water running in the tub. No wonder Xander looks tired. Yeah, he's exhausted. I mean, I am too, but I have 2 3D printers now. Next one, I want a direct drive. Yes, I much prefer direct drive. Post link of your wireless mic. If you go down in the description of the video and follow it to our Amazon influencer store, they're in there. They're actually not bad. They're not great, but they're not bad, and they're relatively cheap. They run about $30, unless you wait for them to go on sale, and then they're about $25.
Bye, Calvin.
Bye, Kelvin. The chat's starting to roll now. Hi, Glenn and Xander. Just discovered you were live. Good day from Australia. Another one from Australia. Yeah, because it's earlier. It's in the afternoon over there, huh? So, welcome, Print. Very good. We're glad to have you here. I promise we are going to actually end this soon. We said that an hour ago, but
please, just 9 more minutes.
I'm willing to bet that most people on here are the West Coast. It's 10 minutes to 10 here, or in Australia. Do it again. Oh, he wants me to push you down again. Just watched Window of Opportunity, the Groundhog Day episode of Stargate SG-1 again.
Just
other day.
poke me
One of my
in the
favorites.
arm, please.
Poke you in the eye?
Yeah, no.
You know, someday when you're older, you could get hit by a boulder.
I fell down.
While you lie there, yelling, "Help me, please," a seagull could poke your knees.
I'm just gonna take a nap.
Beat kids on camera, fun kid.
I'm just gonna take a nap down here.
I'll let you guys sleep. Good night. Thank you, Calvin. Matt. I was going to say, oh, look, Pennsylvania, but that's Matt.
I never realized that this floor was so comfortable.
That print's very good, except for my CC. At some point during Lennon Anders King 3D, the live stream, this will be done. Some of those closed captionings are so funny to read. Could probably make a whole video about that. Showing the new Duracell commercials. They say if you don't use Duracell, your house will fall apart during Christmas. Santa ruined Christmas by not including Duracell batteries.
Oh yeah,
I like Duracell over Energizer. No, I like Energizer. Sorry, I like Energizer over Duracell. I had problems with Duracell batteries. So
Whoa.
Duracell, if you're listening, shame. The shame.
What was the problem with Duracell?
2 different packs that I bought, like apart from each other, not even at the same time. Like half of the batteries in them were no good.
Oh,
So,
no.
and yes, I could have reached out to Duracell, but no, I did not. So, I use Audacity to record audio, Photoshop for pictures, and the other free software for vid work. Glenn, you should play the radio bit from Groundhog Day at the end of stream. Good morning, campers. It's cold out there. It's cold out there every day. That was a great movie. That was a great movie. I haven't watched it in a while, but
What movie?
Groundhog Day.
Oh.
So, all right, guys. It is 12:53. Xander is now laying on the floor.
I never realized that this ground was so comfortable.
You never realized that fan was so comfortable?
No, the floor.
Sounded like you said fan.
No, I said floor.
Are you sure? He is literally laying down here on the floor. So
I promise you. Get the other camera.
John said, bye, everyone. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up.
Get the other camera.
I think a 4-hour stream. You know, I started these streams at 9 o'clock instead of 10, thinking that I could end them by 11. And here it is coming up on 1 o'clock in the morning. But you guys are so amazing.
Get the second camera so you can show that I am actually laying on the ground.
I'm going to sign out now while you lie down there on the floor. You want to come up here and join me so that we can sign out and go to bed?
Okay.
All right. He might be here in 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Floor grade for back. So, I'm going to throw in that typical YouTube thing. If you like what we're doing, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. A thumbs up is always appreciated. 27 thumbs up tonight. That's pretty good. So I thank you, 27 people, for clicking that thumbs up. We thank you for watching our stuff. You know, if your computer has some free time, let the replay play.
I'm alive. I'm alive.
He's alive.
I'm alive.
You guys are so awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you for a wonderful 4 hours. I said I didn't really get much done, but I had a really good time. I love interacting with you guys. Check us out in all the other places if you haven't.
Matt said.
If you haven't followed, why are you interrupting me?
Because I can.
Don't step on Xander when you get up. I'm just gonna chuck him down the stairs.
What?
So if you haven't already followed us on Twitter and you want to interact, and I say us, it's really me. I don't let him on Twitter, but hit me up on Twitter. I live on Twitter, not while I'm working though, because that would be wrong. Just in case my boss is watching this, Rob, I swear I do my job. Thumbs up. I didn't even see everything. Well, I appreciate that, Gusner. That's what happens when you sleep through our live streams.
Just one more. Just one more.
One more what?
One more like.
Yeah, there's 30 people watching and there's 29 likes. 29 thumbs up. If you guys, if you're watching and you haven't hit that thumbs up,
hit the thumbs up.
Please hit one thumbs up so that Xander's OCD will be okay.
One.
Seriously, guys, thank you so much. We love you all. Please be safe out there because we want you to continue to be able to come back. We don't want anything bad to happen to any of you. And
one.
It's not going to happen. Can we do the...
Fine.
No, you got to give me more energy than that.
Then I'm just gonna go back on my floor.
No, come on. Come on, we got to do it. Got to do it. Look, you got 31 likes. That's more than the 30 watching.
Then how? How is it possible?
Well, because now you have 32 likes. Because there's
how?
people in here that have already left. So now
Oh,
34.
okay.
You guys are so awesome.
Okay, let's go.
Thank you guys. We love you all.
No.
And we'll do it again probably in 2 weeks. So
Oh, too.
as always, print on. And then we, go to that.
Yeah, bye guys.
Stop streaming.
I'm gonna go on my floor.